It's the Fingerbang Radio Show, live out of Ottawa, Ontario, with your host, Mitch. Brandon's not here today, but joining me in the studio, we have a new guest as well as a returning one, and he's a handsome devil, ain't he? It's Conrad.
Hey.
So Conrad's here. Join us in the studio. She's never actually been on the show before. Very funny lady, hilarious, and we're glad to have her come down to the studio today. It's Miss Amanda Bow.
Oh, hey, girl, hey.
Well, that was a good intro. Maybe you can leave now. Try harder. So today, of course, we deemed it the fancy show. Conrad's wearing a tie, which is also the tag on it. If you're watching on the live stream right now, he's wearing a tag, still says George on it. Did you get that, Zellers? Who sells George?
Lawless.
Walmart.
No. Walmart.
You're a liar.
What?
It was $14 apparently.
Who's
too.
Massimo? Is that Zellers?
No.
I think that's...
Or Massimo?
I actually don't. No. I don't know ties.
Okay. He makes other clothing.
What?
Massimo, he's like a designer.
Really?
But I think once
Sure.
Zellers hires you to design their clothes, you're not
set.
a designer anymore.
No.
No, you make money, but you're not a designer.
Product.
Like, if you buy a shirt from Zellers that says Massimo across the front, but only Zellers sells that shirt, it kind of takes away from the cred. You know, it's like just basically just wearing a shirt that says Zellers on it.
See, if you were a painter but it was only sold in one area, it's like same one. Yeah, like a store, right? Like Van Gogh.
I don't know what that meant. Explain yourself.
No.
No? Okay. So that made sense. We actually talk about Zellers, honestly, every episode we do.
I like Zellers.
We did? Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
Dude, that's another reason you should leave. What do you like about
doesn't
Zellers?
have Subway in it? No, because Walmart has McDonald's.
Okay, you're crazy.
No. Because like Walmart has McDonald's in it.
Yeah.
Which other one has Subway? One of those big malls has Subway in it.
The Walmart at Orleans actually has a Tim Hortons in it also. Which
Bullshit.
is great. I swear on my life.
You're making it up.
Swear.
I don't believe
It's
that.
the best thing ever. You can like go get like a cheeseburger or something and be like, oh, I want a coffee right now. And walk down the aisle and you have Tim Hortons.
So you're saying not only they have a McDonald's, they have a Tim Hortons as well.
Inside the Walmart.
See, really? that's not right. If I was Mr. McDonald's, I wouldn't be happy about that.
What about Mr. Tim Horton?
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, he died.
That's true.
So
actually.
who cares what he says?
I heard he was a terrible man.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Most likely.
Steve Jobs too.
Steve Jobs.
Sorry.
Too soonish.
Yeah, too soon.
Not soon enough.
Ain't that the truth? I was making dead Steve Jobs jokes like 4 days before he died.
Yeah.
I anticipated it.
You're psychic.
Yeah, I am.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I had an app for that. I feel bad about that. That was a shitty joke. Don't you agree?
I was thinking about that one for a bit, but nothing came up.
So yeah, it's we did a show a week ago. No, it must have been 2 weeks ago. So we took last weekend off. The show 2 weeks ago was episode 19. If you listen on the live stream, I actually want to apologize because it was so goddamn awful that it hurt my feelings.
There was a lot of conflict.
It was not good. It just a lot of talking over each other, a lot of bullshit. So I scrapped that episode completely. It's still, if you listen on the live stream and enjoyed it, well, you're welcome. But other than that, I totally got rid of it. I even deleted the file off my computer because just seeing it, it said like the Fingerbang Radio Show episode 19, and I said, no, I'm good. So I got rid of that completely. So basically, this is episode 19, really. So you guys are here for that.
I'll count as that.
Yeah, for you will? Yeah. Okay, well, as long as you agree, we're all good.
Yeah.
So you guys are tuned into the fancy show because Conrad has a top hat on. We had to buy top hats today.
Yeah.
If you know who we are in person, then you would probably have heard some rumors because we're very popular and we spread them around.
Very popular.
Don't
We're
you
the
know?
ones that start the rumors.
We start the rumors, you know.
About
Yeah. Did you hear he slept with this in person and so?
This in person.
Yeah. So today we go to Algonquin College. Man, I'm giving away like more information every episode. Eventually they're just gonna find out who I am.
You're gonna have
I'm pretty
stalkers.
sure we've said my address on the air like 17 times.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, by accident because someone's like, "What's your address again?" Because I have a friend who's coming by or something, and I'm like, I yell it. You know, 123 this street, and people are like, track him down. We know his name and his Facebook account. Although my address, okay, never mind. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm public. I've gone public.
Yeah.
Trade and
Don't
share
you want
me.
your Facebook on there, though?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Go to Mitch Valier. How do you spell it?
Not telling you. /.com.
You just gotta guess how to spell his last name.
At
That's the fun.
GeoCities /
GeoCities. That was like 15 years ago.
Oh my God, you're
even
yelling
Angel
at me.
Fire. Do you remember
Angel?
that?
No. You're older than us.
Sorry, I
band?
yelled in your ear.
What's
P.S.
that? Angel Fire?
It was like a GeoCities thing.
Oh,
You remember GeoCities?
I don't know.
So long
So
ago.
if you want to find me, it's Mitchell Valliers at geocities/pixo/neopets.com. That's my address.
I love Neo.
Yeah, HTTP www3.
Let me
W.
take that down.
He's taking it down. He's writing it. So the show last week, we got rid of it completely. It was terrible. So I brought you guys on. I explained all the rules again, and every person who was on the show last week, I went to them and said, "This is how we're doing things from now on." So for now on, we're changing the game. It's going to be a lot
Whole new
better.
format,
Boy.
Yeah.
whole new foundation, whole new Frisca.
Whole new Fresca. We're trying to
Frisca.
Fresca.
Sorry, Frisca isn't
I'm
that...
feeling Frisca today.
No, I'm pretty sure it's something else.
Frisca? What?
Something else.
Not
Please
sure.
don't. No.
No?
Well, I thought we'd start the show. Conrad took some notes, I guess, the other day.
Yeah.
What were you watching while you took these notes?
I was inspired because we were like, we should try and get some more stuff written down on papes. So I was watching Modern Family.
On papes.
And no, just inspiration came to me. A lot of stuff came down, so it's kind of pertaining to Modern Family, but not really. It kind of works for everything. Like, for instance, I've kind of noticed, especially with like my own mom, my own mother, very nice person, but a lot of elders now are kind of finding this. They kind of need to recreate or find their spirituality again.
They're inspired by all these hip kids.
Yeah, I don't even mean like religion-wise. Just like my mom reads up all these books, homeopathic, and all these things about like what is life, what is the universe, the meaning of everything. And she wears a lot of like tie-dye. She's kind of a hippie. I guess that's what hippies are
Your
doing
mom
now.
wears tie-dye.
Yeah.
Does she make it herself?
Awesome.
No, she's not. She's mostly just on Facebook and she just buys tie-dye. But yeah, no, she doesn't make tie-dye.
On Facebook, she buys
I made
it.
my own.
She
I made
probably-
my own
she-
tie-dye shirt once.
It's fun.
It's an okay time, I guess.
I
I mean,
like
you really got to put a lot of ink in there, or it's like faded and you
Yeah.
just look
Can
like
you
a
ever
piece of
mess
shit.
up tie-dye?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
There's no such thing. That's what tie-dye is.
Yeah.
It's messed up paint.
Yeah, it's
so
just
it looks
splashes.
awesome. And hippie. And hipster.
Hipster. Oh, I've never made the connection. That's true.
Your mom's a hipster, I'm sorry.
She's a hip.
Your mom's a
Sorry.
hip. Does she drink Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh my
What
god.
does she get when she goes to Starbucks?
I don't know.
You should know. You're her
I
son.
don't go to Starbucks with her. It's embarrassing.
We got off topic completely.
That's true.
I have a bet. No, because we even got off topic twice there.
Yeah, this happens a lot.
So basically, we'll get back to the original story. What happened today, and the reason we're dressed so fancy.
yeah. Okay.
We got out on college, and we were shocked. We were to find out there was no improv club at the school. We were we not?
Yeah.
Were you not shocked?
I was aghast.
He was aghast. Now that you have the hat on, you feel the need to use fancy terms like aghast and encyclopedia.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that.
No
one.
idea what that is.
So basically, we said, okay, we'll start our own. So we went to the club guy, and we were like, hey, man, can we start a club? And he said, sure, just don't make it about Hitler. And we said, good on you.
We were like, damn it.
Damn it, I guess we'll try something new. So today we wanted to get pictures made for posters, put around the school. So we got in contact with an associate in the photography department.
Do that again.
Associate?
Stop it.
Threw something at me.
Looks good.
So we got pictures taken, and we'll actually have the pictures up on Facebook by the end of the night.
Yeah.
All the pictures taken from the photo shoot, and I love them. I think they're great. They're funny as fuck.
This is the first almost like official photo shoot I've done, and it's like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
I had a taste, and now I want the whole sandwich.
Sandwich now. Is that normally pie or cake? S'more.
Oh yeah, okay then.
S'mores are great.
Yeah, I love s'mores.
But it was fun. We went in. We got all these pictures taken, wearing shirts and ties and top hats. I bought the top hats this morning. It was a good time. So the pictures will be up tonight if you're looking forward to seeing those. It's fun.
Yeah,
They're good.
We're gonna be putting them on the improv.
Yeah, we'll
Facebook
put them up.
page.
Yeah, which no one is part of, but they'll be on the regular
Yeah.
Facebook as well.
The regular
Conrad, why don't you get
Facebook.
back to your notes?
My
'cause,
notes.
Yeah, they seem
There's a reason
interesting.
there's bullet points. So yeah, I was just saying, it's just kind of funny now because like, you know, especially because of the decline of religion. But a lot of people still feel like they need to find some kind of spirituality. My mom, so she reads up she watches a lot of weird movies too. Not even like quantum physics, but kind of like that. A lot of quantize, you know what I mean? Watches a lot of quanti TV. But yeah, do you know any other people that like a lot
No,
of
but
elders?
I do get pissed off too when someone's like, "I'm gonna find myself and go to yoga," and then they leave and they buy Starbucks and wear $500 Lululemon pants. It's like, who you kidding?
Well, if
you?
my mom wears you. No, there's no way.
There's no. There's no way that would ever be happening.
I don't understand. Like, well, no, it's good about bringing Amanda on the show because we have a girl's perspective on things, which I've wanted to do for a while. Because I mean, we can sit around, but it just sounds like a bunch of dudes talking about their dicks all the time on the show, which I don't mind every once in a while. But it's good to have someone on.
Yeah.
Why is it that, as a guy, I would be so uncomfortable if I wore pants that showed my crack? Like, you know, like when a girl wears Lululemon pants, you can basically just make out her butt.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. It's like carved.
It's carved. Like, yeah, exactly. And it's you see a
totally
man,
defined.
if someone saw my crack, I wouldn't leave the house for 5 days.
That's why they're so popular, though, because you guys like that.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah.
I've never gone into Lululemon except for once because I was forced to. Other than that... I'm not really a typical girl, so I don't go into Lululemon.
No, but you think if guys weren't, say, attracted to, like, low-cut blouses, or like, girls just wouldn't wear them?
No, they probably would.
Okay, so it's different than for the
But I feel
Lululemon
like,
stuff.
see, with the thing with the Lululemon thing, like, half the girls that go into Lululemon don't do yoga. And that's what Lululemon is. It's yoga clothing. But they go in there and they're like, oh, what are these magic pants? These
Most of them don't do enough yoga and eat too much yoga and fruits. Know what I'm saying?
Yoga fruit is delicious.
Yeah, it is.
Gosh.
Segue.
Have you ever done yoga?
No.
Have you never done yoga?
No.
What about you?
No, I would, though.
I would, too. I want
would
to try
laugh.
it.
Or Pilates.
Would you laugh
I
all
would
the time?
laugh. I can't be serious any time of
I would
day.
have to go at the back because I have this fear of, like, I'd be, like, sitting there in my sweet sweatpants and there'd be a girl, like, behind me and they'd be like, do the downward dog thing. And she would just see, like, the outline of my butt, you know? And she wouldn't say a thing because she'd be polite and she wouldn't say a thing and it wouldn't be that bad. But I know, I wouldn't be able to do that, to put someone through having to see that.
So... That's the one thing.
That's one thing coming back.
That's the drawback.
I'd be like, I'll do it. I'll pay extra to sit at the back of the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just wear really baggy clothes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's actually, I've heard, a lot harder than it looks. I can believe it, because they have to hold these positions for a long time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have
good
to do
for
like
you.
a headstand at one point. That's week 2. You have to do a headstand.
That's the second class.
Yeah. Yeah. A guy named Dolphin goes up there. All right, everybody, it's time to do a headstand. Let me put my Starbucks coffee away. I won't be doing headstands as soon as possible.
I've heard of the string yoga. That actually looks really fun.
String yoga.
Oh,
Yeah, you hold on to the straps, like, attached to the roof, and you hold positions in the air.
Wow.
That would actually be really cool.
Where do they hold these events? Have to be inside. Where are you going to hook
At
the
the
straps?
hanging
I
yoga
guess
events.
at the hanging yoga.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, without a doubt.
There's a clinic. I don't know.
A clinic.
yeah.
A clinic. That's bad.
Mayonnaise.
Clinically depressed, come to hanging yoga.
Go to the mayonnaise
We'll fix
clinic.
ya.
Or
What's
whatever.
hot yoga?
That's when you do yoga in like a steaming hot room that
Oh,
makes
really?
you want to die.
So
yeah,
it's
that's
like
actually what it
yoga,
is.
yoga in a sauna?
It's a sauna, but it's super hot apparently,
Oh,
like insane. But it makes you sweat, and then
I thought it was just different from normal yoga that doesn't have middle-aged women.
Anytime I've been in a steam
Middle-aged.
room, everything's really slippery, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you're trying to do a downward dog, I feel like my downward dog would just go into a
You
down
just be
dog.
planking hard.
down.
I'd just be planking, like, my nuts would, like, hit the tile, like, bam!
Yeah.
You know? Plus, I'm wearing sweatpants the whole time, because I don't want the girl behind me to see my butt crack. And it's hot in there. What do you wear during hot yoga?
Self-conscious.
Do you wear, like,
I
a
don't
bathing
know.
suit?
I
A
have
suit
no
for
idea.
bathing?
A Lululemon bathing suit?
Probably.
Do they have those?
I have no idea. They maybe do.
Buy one.
Actually,
You can't buy one, are you?
Yeah.
They sell guys' clothes at Lululemon, though.
Yeah.
I've seen some.
they definitely do.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? Just
Like-
pants?
Do they sell
Some-
pants?
I'm not sure about pants for guys, but
Let's go in there.
You've gone to Lululemon?
I've gone once because
Yeah.
I was forced to go in there
They have
How are you forced to go into Lululemon?
because my friend wanted to go.
Who forces
Like walking
someone
by,
to
it's
go to
like
Lululemon?
Aritzia, you know, you walk by Aritzia and then I don't know, just like girls force girls to go into other
Do they?
stores. Why do you think I don't go shopping with girls? That's exactly the reason.
I've never seen you shop.
That's true.
I want to do
That's a
this
good point.
event where we take. I wanted to like live stream the show, but we go to different locations. We've talked about this before. Like, you know how we were talking about Zellers?
Yeah.
I want to go to a Zellers.
2 ways out.
No, but I want to go to the Zellers restaurant because that place is a mystery to me.
I've been there a million times.
Really?
Love
Yeah?
the food is delicious.
Explain
Yeah,
more
please.
about it. That place is a absolute mystery to me. I know
Really?
nothing of that place. It sounds very interesting.
It's delicious food. It
Really?
really, really is. Yeah.
Huh.
So
What are
good.
these-
Best
like-
grilled cheese.
We have an
ever.
insider on the show
Yeah.
today. What's
I'm like a
Zeddy like?
spy.
Is Zeddy a
Zeddy.
cool guy?
I'm pretty sure he's a drunk that hangs out in the back room.
Yeah.
Comes out every once in a while, hangs on a shelf, and then kids walk by, Zar, funny. And then they get scared and just never go back.
Oh, this is a story and a half right over here. I'm waiting for the bus the other day, and I'm waiting, and I'm alone. I have headphones in, and this girl she must have been a high school kid, comes and sits next to me. Now, I'm waiting for this one bus in Ottawa that's like notorious for being slow. So I had to wait about 40 minutes. So she sits next to me, and she just says something. We started talking, and we just kind of had conversation. And she was very, like I didn't really know her, but she's just talking to me about high school. Probably mentioned, I wasn't really listening. Probably mentioned prom committee a couple times, and oh my god, I got fingered last week. Bah.
At prom committee.
At prom committee. It's a weird place. We should get a DJ.
She went to your high school?
No, she went to a different high school, but she was in grade 12.
Oh, okay.
So she's asking me about my life, and she, at one point brought up that we did this show because she was asking me about school and stuff, and she acted like she was meeting a celebrity, and I was like, "Yar," I wasn't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm kind of big. But she worked at Zellers, and she was telling me about how Target bought Zellers.
Yeah.
You heard about this?
Yeah.
So in Canada, I think it's all of Canada, Zellers is gone now. It's
really?
Yeah, they went bankrupt. They were bought out, and now Target's taking over and turning all the Zellers into Targets. I think Kmart should come back, but hey, I'm just one guy.
Me too. I love Kmart.
See, I say that, but to me, Kmart was just Walmart. Like it didn't.
Yeah, I said it all the time too. Whenever that conversation comes up, I was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be great if they came back?" I don't actually mean it, but a lot of people are like,
"Yeah,
really? I legit mean it. I really liked Kmart."
But to be honest, it really doesn't affect me.
And to be honest, you're a little older, so you actually remember Kmart.
That's true.
I'm ancient. That's very true.
I never went
You
to
should
Kmart.
know everything about every Kmart.
Yeah, I do.
I'm old enough.
Should you?
God, I don't know.
Is that what old people know? Is Kmart?
Actually, no. In the summer, me and Matt went to Watertown, and there's a Kmart there still. We went in. I'm not even kidding you, like they have a giant section, like, there's sections like girls' clothing, guys' clothing. Giant section of sale shit.
Just big clearance
Everything's
section.
on sale, and it's so cheap. I was like, this is great.
Did you buy stuff? What'd you
No,
buy?
but I got my dad a sweatsuit.
So you did get something.
For yoga.
No, but not a.
Her dad's a big hot yoga fan.
Not a sweatsuit though. Like what are those
Morph
suits
suit?
called? No.
A morph suit.
You
Show
put
him
it
morph
on.
suit.
You put it on
do
when you're
Pilates
working
and
out,
morphing.
and then you sweat a lot.
Oh, it's like an Adidas kind of thing.
Oh, like
Possibly.
Did it have
Armour.
tearaway pants like the 90s?
No, I wish that'd be awesome.
Like the 90s.
For when you gotta do
Like-
quick hot yoga.
On the run.
On the run. Downward dog, quick, we gotta go.
For the mom who needs everything. But like like Under Armour?
We're not gonna just keep naming corporations till we hit one. Was it Starter? Starter's a shitty brand.
What are those shoes Tyler was wearing the other day? And you said there's like this huge
Oh
thing
yeah,
in Europe.
he was wearing New Balance
that's
sneakers.
what
They
it
make
was.
quality like running shoe kind of shit. They're always like wicked expensive because you got to get them at like a sports store mostly.
True.
In Europe right now, the big trend is that if you wear those, it's like it basically says you're like a white supremacist. Like it's like one of the things they wear, just like like bright red, cherry red, like Doc Martens are.
Right.
Does that mean something?
Yeah, that's like all the Nazis wear, like all the white supremacists. That's like a big thing.
The ones they're still
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
The
what
ones
shock.
that are
they're almost extinct.
Yeah. That'd be so weird to meet someone like that.
It really would be it.
Yeah.
The girl talked to me for a good hour on the bus, and she was drinking a coffee, and she was like, "This is my first coffee I've ever had." I'm like, "You're in like 12th grade." I'm like, "Learn more about the world." And she was like drinking it out of the stir stick, which I found weird. You ever see these people?
Yeah.
Or they drink it like use it as a straw.
A lot of younger kids
what
do
a
that.
Fucking it was weird.
She actually did it intentionally?
Intentionally.
Yeah,
Not
like
even
it's a thing.
It
ironically.
was a bit.
Yeah. Might have been a
Everything's
bit. She was a nutcase.
She sounds like it.
This was yesterday?
No, it was like 2 weeks ago. But I find it weird that someone would talk to someone at a bus stop. You know what I mean?
It
Like
wasn't on the bus and you were sitting beside each other.
she sat next to me at the bus stop, like inside the little glass thing. But she was like talking to me as if like I was her BFF. She got off the same stop as me. She didn't live near there. She like got off the bus and then
Really?
walked, I think, like 2K
Oh, then
to get
it's
to her
definitely
place.
something
I think
else.
she thought I was gonna get off the bus and like walk her to her house.
Whoa.
So
That's
she was,
weird.
Yeah, so she was
So she got off the bus because I got off the bus with her. Meanwhile, she sat next to me on the bus, which I found weird too. It's like, if I'm your best friend, yeah, sit next to me. But if not, and you still want to talk to me, at least sit like behind me. The bus is empty. I'm like, sit across from me or something like that.
That's awkward.
Sat right next to me.
She definitely had something for you.
It was very strange.
Yeah, definitely.
So she gets off the bus and she turns to me and she goes, "Aren't you gonna walk me home?" And I literally just went, "No," and I just kept walking. Very strange. Then she added me on Facebook, so she might be listening. Whatever. Just
That's the one thing.
you don't know me.
She knows
The
your
whole
address
show is
now.
just dissing people. Eventually, people are gonna hear about this.
Steve Jobs and the girl who got on the bus with me is after me right now. I don't even remember her name. She probably remembers mine though. She probably has a shrine of me right now. She probably when I was looking Instagrammed me. Okay, so she probably has a fucking GeoCities account about me right now. So that's good.
I'll add her on Pinterest. We'll see what kind of weird picture albums she's
Yeah, she's very into architecture.
Probably just pictures of Mitchell.
You probably.
Be hilarious.
There are lots.
I would.
We got more now.
Yeah, we hope. Wait, architecture. Who? Apart from like people that actually mean to use Pinterest for what it's meant to be used for. What else besides like dresses and cakes are there?
I put like I have it too, but I go through and like you go to like the architecture section and you just look at houses that
There's
you'll.
architecture section.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
It's like a sub Pinterest.
No, but I mean they have all the different categories. Architecture is the best because you just look at rooms that you wish you had but will never afford.
Right.
It's great. You're like bathtub in my bed. Yes, that sounds useful. But no, I mean I don't really use it that much.
Yeah.
More of a Twitter kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair. You like people following you, although people can follow you on Pinterest too. For
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I hit 140 followers the other day.
Oh really? Is
Yeah.
that your goal? Should
Nope.
be 140.
It's actually 400. That's what I want to have
That's
by
your
the
goal?
end of the year.
Make
Yeah.
it 500. I don't like the number 400.
All right, sure.
I don't like number
Yeah.
400.
I really don't.
What's wrong with 400?
It's like,
What?
I don't know. You know when you're watching TV? I think it's just this like
Just a
obsessive
You don't
thing I
like-
have.
Is it something like you would never want to be at 400 pounds, or if you think you'd be ready to
That
die at
too.
the age 400? Like, why do you not
The
like the number
age 4,
400?
I don't know. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather 500 or 300.
You just like round numbers.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I'm on
Like,
watching
you don't-
Don't say I
TV.
prefer even numbers.
I'm changing the volume on the TV and I won't leave it. Like I have to have it on like 5.
No, but that's
or
the
like
thing. I always hear that from people where they go, they need to have their volume, and I get where it's coming from. Like I have little things like that I do too. But for the volume one, I don't give a fuck. I'm like 27 and a half.
See, I would hate that. I
Really?
would go insane.
No, but
Really?
see, if I,
Yeah, I
but
would.
what-
It's so weird.
Do you know anybody that like sets a microwave an off number? Like I can never do it. It always has to
Oh,
be like a minute 30.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you
Everything
ever-
I have burns because I have to cook it longer.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Everything
that's
needs to be
true.
at least 10 minutes.
Do you guys ever just like wait by the microwave though and then stop it before it actually stops?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it all the time. I think
Well-
everybody does that.
Well, it depends. If I want to be considerate of my roommate, then I guess sometimes I'll just like have it, you know.
Well, that's what I told my parents. I'm like, this is the best sign to tell if your kid's a huge pothead. Is that you go down to the microwave in the
Yeah.
morning and there's 1 second left. That's because they were making pizza pockets at 3 in the morning and didn't want to wake you up with the beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah, true story.
Enjoy your meal. I'm like, this ain't a meal.
Yeah,
Your
but-
microwave says enjoy your meal?
Yeah, I've seen that before on other
I'm
microwaves.
mad at you.
Really?
Wow. I'm sad.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
How
Mine doesn't
was
even
your
say
day?
anything.
Really?
You
Hello.
look nice. Many things, really.
Great.
That's a great idea.
If I was
is,
single, I would definitely need one of them microwaves. Wow.
You need the constant affection.
You look great today. You haven't gained a pound.
Yeah, well, if you eat this pizza pocket you put in me, though.
Do not eat.
Yeah.
Are those new Lululemons? How'd you know microwave?
Little reminders. You have hot yoga today.
That'd be good. That's
would
a
be
good
That would be a
one.
good idea. Get your microwave.
Actually-
to be your
Even on
calendar.
your fridge or something?
No, but that's the thing. You know those fridges that have a little computer screen on them and like you can get recipes and stuff? Have you ever seen them?
Absolutely not. I'm jealous once again.
Really? No, like they're new and they're probably like LG probably makes them or some shit. But there's microwaves and they have a little screen on them, right?
Yeah.
And they'll like have recipes or little reminders and stuff. There's one with Twitter on it. Who's tweeting from their fridge?
Are you kidding?
That's
Yeah.
the worst kind because they're obviously just tweeting.
Tweeting.
Tweeting?
I don't
Close,
know.
though.
Yeah, tweeting about what they're gonna eat. So.
Yeah, you know that's what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
It's bad, eh?
Yeah. It'd be better to have that at least like on your bedside table or something, like about what you're reading. I don't know. Imagine just like you could tweet.
You want a
anywhere.
fridge on your bedside table.
Like a mini
No, like
fridge?
be able to tweet. on your
Oh yeah, that's
bedside
a good
table.
call.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, but then it's just people going to sleep now.
But it
Yeah.
could also be because, you know,
Gonna
I
catch
don't know, I
some
always find when I go to bed, then you get like your alone time, you can just kind of think about things. That's when like a lot of great ideas come up, and then you can tweet that kind of stuff while you're thinking about before you go to bed.
That's
Absolutely.
when I get depressed.
Yeah.
I'm all alone.
You should put a fridge near your bed.
I really should now.
You
gotta
look
buy me
pretty.
one of those.
Enjoy your sleep. Oh, stop the fridge.
It'd be great. Keep your makeup on because you might meet the man of your dreams.
I want
Frisca.
I want a fridge I can tweet from now.
So do I.
Yeah. Does that it needs to have a webcam
When
on
will
it,
we be
though.
satisfied? We can literally tweet wherever we are now.
Yeah, now we need it on our fridge too. I don't go to the kitchen
I
without
know.
my
What's
phone.
the matter with us? That's
I don't put
bad.
my phone down ever.
No.
Yeah.
I don't leave a room without my phone.
Yeah.
Do you?
Nope. I can't.
No.
Like I'm here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go eat. I'm like, I gotta go downstairs and pick something up, and I put my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
No one tweets me, no one texts me, but it doesn't matter.
You just carry it
I
with
can't
you
not
at all
have it
times.
on me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Just even the chance that.
Do you think they've named a disorder after that yet?
I think there is one. Yeah.
Yeah?
There is people have to go to rehab. Like they take their phones away and they just like go crazy. They can't do anything else.
That's a shitty You have to be like
sucks.
really like disconnected from the world where
Yeah.
you're like, I have to go to rehab because I can't put my phone down.
Yeah. That's,
You know?
Actually.
It's like, we're going to send you to promises. This isn't your fault. And they take your phone and they strap you to a bed. You're like, ah!
The thing is, it'd be so easy. Wouldn't even be like having these straps somewhere. They just put you in a normal house, just no cell phone. You can watch TV. You can go. You can do anything. Just
Yeah. But every once in a while you hear like the tone that your phone makes when you get texted or something.
That's totally happening.
Yeah, and then
that's the sort of they say where people start hearing whatever their vibrate sound is. They start hearing it.
Is that part of like the
Really?
disorder
Yeah,
where
I
it's
think
like you
so.
may hear like
Because I've totally
That's
had that.
weird.
I've thought
it's like a side effect.
Because mine has this little like R2D2 sound, and I swear I've heard it sometimes. I'm like, but it's not like. It's very,
Is that what it was today when it went off?
yeah.
It's like beep boop pop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
I was like,
cool.
yes, R2. Oh.
What would you like to say to me, R2?
What's that? I have hot yellow pepper. You know when you hear about like moms can always hear their kids scream because they recognize like their
Like maternal
kid's voice,
instincts
right?
or
It's like
something.
maternal instinct. Maybe I went for my phone because like I know my phones vibrate. Like if I'm like with my girlfriend and her phone vibrates, I know it's her phone because I know the vibrate is different than mine.
Did you, by any chance, birth your phone? And if
I
you
did.
did, we should take you to the
What's that?
hospital.
It was a
ASAP.
butt birth.
Must have been born out. Your phone was born out of wedlock.
Yeah, my phone's a bastard. Yeah,
That sucks. Your poor phone.
yeah, I know, right?
Gosh.
Was your
mean.
phone not born out of wedlock?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it
You're
was.
kind of halfway there.
Yeah, I'm halfway.
Yeah.
That's you're the first guest to ever be on this show who is in an actually like you're engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anyone who's married?
No, never.
Dang.
Parents
Have
Okay,
you?
after I get married, which is probably going
You
to be
can be
forever.
you can be the first
come
married
on
person,
again.
and then you
Yeah.
can tell it. You can debunk all the marriage
All the
myths.
myths,
You
yeah.
know,
Like what?
I don't know. What's a marriage
the
myth?
toothpaste one, that's a big one.
Toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
confused
like,
too.
Who put the lid? Who didn't put the lid on the toothpaste?
Who cares about putting the lid on toothpaste? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
What does
Doesn't
it do?
even go bad
It doesn't go
anymore.
bad. It just stays there. It's toothpaste.
Yeah.
It's just not real.
Do people yell at each other over that?
I guess, but no.
That's funny.
Maybe we shouldn't have told her because now she'll notice it. She's like, just
Have you
I
not-
know, now I feel like, okay,
Yeah.
let's
You
just
never
not
watched
have this
no, we're doing
myth
this. What's another
conversation.
myth?
Oh,
The
God.
toilet seat. Is that a problem for
I
you?
have I don't even care about that. Why?
Thank you.
Yeah, see,
It's not a big deal.
That's
no.
because you just
It's
sit
really
on the
not.
bowl, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
You don't use a toilet, you use a no. But
Urinal.
But yeah, that's always a funny thing. Well, I guess I can see you not caring because you're just like, well, either I put the lid up. Or put the
Do
lid
you
down.
get mad when he doesn't ask for directions?
When he doesn't ask for directions?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, when the guy you're lost and you're like, ask for directions, and he won't do it because he got the manly pride.
No, I find I would get out of the car and ask for directions.
There
I wouldn't
you
be
go.
like, why are you not asking for directions? I also have a voice, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
There
that doesn't
you
make
go.
any sense.
I
You're
guess we're-
debunking every stand-up special I've seen in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is men and women are very different. Bah.
Yeah.
Such bullshit.
It's true. It's a funny intro. Yeah.
The worst thing the 90s did to stand-up is the line, "It's so true."
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Worst.
In the 90s?
It was the worst.
The 90s.
I feel like that was just like last year.
It feels like that, doesn't it? It's not.
Time
It's
passes
a long
quick.
time ago.
I'm trying to think of more marriage myths.
Yeah. Well, those are just the really mundane ones. Like, there's some, like, I don't know.
You didn't buy milk. Do you guys have a
The
problem
milk
with not
one.
buying milk?
Actually, the milk.
Neither of us buy groceries. My parents do.
Fair
But
enough.
no,
What
I
about-
never drink milk anyway.
What about
though.
the blanket stealing?
Oh yeah, I constantly punch him in the mouth for that.
Okay.
But,
In the mouth.
yeah, sometimes it's by accident,
does he
but
bleed?
usually it's on purpose.
Oh, okay.
No. Come on. No, seriously,
They're pretty
sometimes
good
though,
punch.
like, you guys probably know too, when you're like sleeping beside somebody,
Yeah.
I've gotten like elbowed a million times in the face, and
Supposedly,
it drives me
I
nuts.
don't get elbowed though. I'm the elbower.
Yeah.
Like,
Terrible.
yeah.
I
There
wouldn't-
were-
Your elbows could like
Yeah, they're sharp.
knock someone's eye
No,
out.
Kara literally said one point she was like, I'm gonna sleep in the other room. It was so like I wouldn't stop moving.
Poor girl.
Yeah, it was awful, but not usually. Although one time, the one time I talked in my sleep, she was in residence at the time at Carleton, and like her roommate overheard me in my sleep wake up and go, "Brandon, she's seaworthy," and then go back to sleep.
Seaworthy.
Yeah. I've always wanted to craft a dream about that, like where that's like the line, That's my "we're gonna need a bigger boat" of my dreams. But yeah, it's the only thing I remember hearing.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
Does
always-
he
yeah,
talking to sleep your fiancé?
Yeah, actually, like probably a month or something ago, he like woke up, like he just like shot up, and I got scared, so I woke up also, and I look over, and it's kind of dark, but I just hear him scream like, 1, 2, 3, 4, mama! And literally it went on for like 5 seconds, and then he like just like literally passed out and went back to like to sleep. I was like, what just happened? And of course I'm like laughing, but I also talk in my sleep though. Like I've talked about a Mickey Mouse contest in my sleep before, and I actually had a full-on conversation about this Mickey Mouse contest that I was in apparently. And the thing was, you had to find the most Mickey Mouse toys in the house. Like I actually spoke to someone about this dream I was having while I was dreaming. Isn't that weird?
That's pretty solid
meta.
dream.
I like that.
That's
It's pretty
meta.
funny though. Like it's probably entertaining.
I just eat in my sleep.
Do
Honest
ya?
to God, I do
So
right
does
now.
Matt.
Well, maybe you didn't keep a
Yeah?
goddamn fridge next to your bed so you can tweet from it. There was one time when I first moved here. I may have said this on the show before. We were staying in a hotel, and my brother and I were sharing a room. So he's in one bed, I'm in the one on the other side of the room. And I wake up to see him just sitting up, straight up in bed, and he's just pointing at the wall, which it's kind of creepy. Like I'm like, I know who he is, but there's something creepy, and he just goes, "The walls are moving," and then he went back to sleep. That's
That
fucked.
sounds like salvia. That's,
That's
crazy.
scary.
No, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's creepy, though.
Yeah, that's scary.
And he just goes back to sleep.
Gosh,
I don't like that.
that's like possession.
Yeah.
What else, Conrad, what else do you have on your list? Because you have a big-ass list.
Pretty good, although it's more just like really messy writing, so I only have 2 things down here.
Okay.
But, no, I've got a few. Well, let me just... Here, keep talking while I read some.
Talking.
The
I am a robot.
Okay, here's a good one. This is the first one on the list. I don't know why I didn't say that one first. This is one that's almost kind of a pet peeve. It's when people can't, like, like they don't understand when actors are just, acting. Like, because, like, I'll watch a movie, and maybe it's just because I'm really into movies and TV, but you watch them and you're like, oh, that was a really good performance by them, or you're like, that's a great character that put on. But, like, people will watch, say, like, Kramer or something, Seinfeld, and they'll love him because everyone loves Kramer, he's really funny, but then they'll just be like, oh, what an idiot, right? He'll just be like, this guy's so dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, so they think in real life he's really
yeah,
dumb.
they kind of can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know.
This is going to be crazy. You ever seen the show Little House on the Prairie?
Absolutely not.
You ever heard of it?
Moscow.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a character in that show named Nellie, and she was a bitch. She was like the character in the show that everyone hated because she was like the mean little girl, and she always caused trouble and everything. I know a lot about these characters. But anyway, supposedly once she even stopped doing the show, she had such a hard life because everyone just hated her so much because she played this mean character.
That's
I'm like,
Really?
you know what I mean? It's that kind
Yeah.
of thing, right? Where everyone hates you because...
Yeah. But I never understood, especially like a really funny character in a sitcom or something. But he's
Yeah.
playing the idiot.
Yeah.
But then they'll just be like, that guy's so dumb. I'm like, first of all, this guy's a genius, right? Obviously, anyone that makes it to that level knows what they're doing, right? But these people just, I don't know, they can't really seem to get past that. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't understand. But it always bugs me too. They're like, this guy's so dumb. I was like, well, yeah, but
He's an actor.
Not actually dumb.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's probably true of like a ton of shows too.
Yeah.
It's like Kelso from that 70s
Yeah.
show.
yeah. Yeah.
That's Ashton Kutcher, and he's not a dumb guy. Like, you know, he might
on
not be the smartest dude, but he's
But he
not...
plays in the Butterfly Effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very, conflicted in that movie. But
He's very conflicted
He has a
in
lot
that
of
movie.
problems in that movie.
What do we have? We're at 35. Okay, we'll go for a little bit.
35 minutes? Really? Already? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to see what else you got on your list. It seems interesting. You're not even crazy points. You got like solid questions about life.
Yeah. No, that's what
Life
Modern Family
questions.
gets me
Everyone
thinking.
wonders about life.
I love Modern Family. Actually, it's a great show. Phil Dunphy, another good example, is a genius. And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
so funny. He's my favorite part. This one, oh no. Well, I kind of asked you this on the in the Smoke Shack or whatever, but it was just like
Smoke Shack.
It's like
Where
the
we
Shake
cook
Shack.
some steaks.
no, it was just like, do girls like it when guys try to impress them, even if it's like really obvious to a point where it's just like stupid.
Yeah.
Just like, I went to the gym, drinking my Fresco.
The beach
I know I'm
is
impressed.
that way.
I like that your idea of impressing a girl was checking my muscles. I'm drinking a Fresca.
Yeah,
Fresca.
basically,
Fresca, the drink of gays.
I've never tried that one out before, so I'm not going to now.
You could at least be drinking a beer or something. Like,
It's a
you
batch
know
right
what I
there.
mean? If I saw you drinking a Fresca, I'd be like, can I have some? You want to be friends?
that's
But I'd
hard.
never be like,
Shit.
you want to sleep
You would ask a
together?
random stranger
No,
for
I'm
Fresca?
just throwing it out. You know what's really funny?
We'll get back to your point in a second, Conrad, but when you get that excited, I'm going to say.
It was at the bus stop at Rito. Obviously, I should know these things. It's at Rito. If you don't live in Ottawa, it's sketchy. Anyway, so I'm sitting waiting for the bus, and these two random people come up to me, and like one guy's like asking me something if the bus has come by or something like that. Look like completely normal people, not a big deal. Anyway, it's just funny because the girl that was with this guy was like, "Hey, is that your Sprite there?" And I'm like, nope. And she's just like, "Can I have it then?" And I'm like, "Feel free." I'm like, "It's not mine. Go ahead." And she's just like, she was so stoked on it. And I was like,
That was
you
nice for
don't
her to ask,
know who
though.
has herpes that's drinking out of that. Like, it was just,
That's
it was just
scary.
really
She actually
funny.
talk like that because it's so loud.
No, I make voices for everything.
That's good. It adds to the story. It's
Just-
great.
I realize I'm kind of a creep. Like I'll be driving down the road, and I'll like, you know how like once a month there's like a ridiculous amount of like couches and furniture being thrown away.
Yeah.
Like I find it's like once a month
It
there's
is,
like
yeah.
a ridiculous amount every day where you're like, why is everyone today throwing out an end table?
Yeah. A lot of times it kind of happens like once everyone moves back from like the summer and they realize they have way too much stuff and they don't have enough room for their small dinky apartments and they throw it out. Yeah.
But like every time I drive by, I get excited, going like, man, what if they're throwing out like a cool fucking chair or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. for
Every time
sure.
I drive by, I'm like, man, that chair looks cool, but then there's always something wrong with it.
No,
You know, it's like, damn, that's a cool couch, but it's been raining the last 3 days.
Yeah.
And there's a hole in it. You know?
Now it's
But it's
destroyed.
also never like prime time to pick. Like you can always be like, I have the room right now. I could totally pick up that chair. Like it says, free,
Yeah.
there's a sign on it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, but I am late for something. Like,
Yeah,
And then by
or-
the time you get back,
You
you're
don't
Or
have-
you see
yeah.
it, but you're like, fuck, I'm driving a smart car
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, God.
Of all days to buy one. I did actually.
that was an impulse buy.
There's a TV there. I found that on the side of the road. Works great.
That?
Yeah, the TV up there.
Really?
Or I saw that. I saw another one that looks like that, but
new.
a little bigger. Pretty new. That thing's from like 73.
But it looks in good condition.
Yeah, it's in good
That's
condition.
What I
That's
meant.
for sure.
You're right. It is totally like from the 80s or something.
Yeah, but that was the only times I ever like was in luck. I was like, "Come here,
Yeah.
get the fucking lawn." I was like, "Get the wheelbarrow," and we wheelbarrowed a big ass
Wheelbarrow?
TV. Yeah, it was way bigger than this
Wow.
one, and like it's old as shit. It's like an old tube TV,
Wait, you
so the
stole
thing
it?
weighs 600
You
pounds.
found a wheelbarrow?
No, we went to get the wheelbarrow. Just so we could carry it back. But then we were the dudes that are going down the road in the middle of suburbia with a wheelbarrow with a TV in it.
Those people.
You know?
I still like.
Can I put my backpack in it too so I don't have to carry that? No. It's only for the TV.
I still like your crazy smart car impulse buy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
I'll never.
Should I really shouldn't, but no, I'll do that.
I can't resist.
I
Like you can't go
resist.
buy groceries with it. Like I don't know how big they are on the inside. Like
They're
are they
really small.
spacious?
There's like no
No.
compartments at all.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that's why they're so good on gas. It's not
I
'cause
guess.
they're
They're so small.
Yeah. My remote control car is pretty good on gas, but I can't really take it
Because
anymore.
it doesn't even use gas.
Having a seizure.
Oh, I'm hungry. You guys hungry?
Yeah.
I'm fucking hungry.
Go for a bagel.
Yeah, you
A
could.
bagel. Could go for a bagel.
Hot sauce.
I'm going to take a quick break and shove some food in my throat because I'm starving. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Make sure to join us on Facebook, the Facebook group at the Fingerbang Radio Show. Make sure to like us on Facebook, Caketalk Productions, and Weird with Cats on Facebook as well. That'd be much appreciated. Matt Francis will be stopping by for the later half of this show, and there's a lot of big news happening with the band, and I'm going to wait till he gets here to tell you guys about that. But we'll be back in... I don't know, a good 10-15 minutes with more. With more of the Fingerbang Radio Show.
Yay.
In 1943, two middle-class gentlemen had a dream to bring useless information and penis jokes to the masses. With the help of the new developments of the internet machine created by Al Gore, they set forth to create a program meant to entertain and offend. And so it was.
Unfortunately, the sons of these fine gentlemen chose not to continue their father's legacy. Luckily, years later, the grandsons of these men discovered their grandfather's porn, and along with it, their dream of penis jokes. Now, in the 21st century, the Fingerbang Radio Show returns in marvelous Technicolor with high-quality stereo sound where available.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on uStream. New episodes every Saturday. The Fingerbang Radio Show. It's the Fingerbang Radio Show live out of Ottawa, Ontario with your host Mitch, and joining me in the studio today, Conrad just left, and he left her with me. It's Amanda Bowe. How you doing, Amanda?
I'm great. How
You're
are
doing
you?
good. So before we went on the break, Conrad was he had like a list of notes he took of things he could talk about on the show, and we only probably got through like 2 of the items on this comprehensive list. So once he was leaving, I ripped the list out of his notebook, and I was like, I'm going to read this to people because this has to be gold. Because I know what he did. He probably just wrote everything in point form.
Yeah.
And then it was probably like awful, you know. So I can't wait to read this. Okay, so we're just going to read it right from the start. So we might even go over some of the ones that he already covered.
Okay.
So you can tell by his writing, at first he was like taking the time to print correctly, and then as time goes on, it gets worse. So number 1, people who can't get over the fact that actors are actors.
Oh, that's a great... ...
Modern Family. Number 2, the growing stereotype of elders finding their spirituality. When did people... lime clowns? I don't know what that means.
Lime clown.
Chops or goatees? That's another one.
Yeah.
This one, Amanda in brackets. Do girls actually like when men toy to impress them even when it's obvious?
Yeah.
We went over that. The power of humor. Now he's getting serious on us. Practicing at home. Practicing what? I don't know. Number whatever number we're on. The extent of penis shrinkage. The awkward moment when you think you know a girl and she thinks she something you, but I can't read the rest of that.
I'm so confused.
You know someone's a noob. What? That's the last one. I don't know. It says what? What?
What or when?
You know when someone's a noob when. That's it. That's the
when,
list.
right?
That was comprehensive. Well, he gave us nothing.
I'm really confused about that other one, though.
What one?
The
girl one. Thinking she...
Yeah, that. Thinking she what?
I can't read that.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's the second last. Well, the third line up.
This says... Wow, that's terrible. Think you know a girl and she thinking she humanes you. Wow. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good
That's
one.
a mess.
He should literally become a doctor because that's what they do.
They do, eh? You go to a doctor and they're
It's
like,
like
here's
this.
your prescription. And then you just...
You're like, what are they giving me? Xanax. And it's
Xanax all of a
something
sudden.
completely different.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
We get some Xanax up in here. Put it in my drink. One thing that we didn't do in the last hour, you have gifts for the gifts shelf. The shelf will be up soon enough, I promise. Over the course of the show, if you don't know, people kind of just bring random things and they leave them there, so we add them to the gift shelf. Brandon and I did a dollar store gift exchange, which was a good time. One of the gifts that we exchanged, I gave him an ovulation predictor. He gave me a 3rd place ribbon. Matt Francis gave us a cigar that I don't smoke cigars. What else? We have a cap gun. We have a Yamaha recorder. What else? We got, I don't know, I felt like there was more, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, we have a cap gun. We have a little book. It's called God Made Us Sisters. And Brandon I scratched out sisters and put brothers, and inside all these inspirational quotes about being sisters and shit. Conrad brought a stuffed monkey at one point, like a little stuffed monkey thing.
Oh, yeah, where is it?
I don't know where it is.
It's hiding. Probably has half his soul in it, so it just jumps all over the room.
We have this off-brand energy drink from the dollar store called like Rage or some shit. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good time. What? Anyway, so you brought things for the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Are these things that I have to keep on the wall, or are they things that I'll want to keep with me forever?
You might want to keep them near your bed.
Oh, really?
Well, no. They might just... I don't know. You make characters.
Did you buy me a dream journal?
No, I didn't buy these. These are like secondhand from me because I have an obsession with Kinder Surprise.
Oh,
and
okay,
I
I got you.
have a shelf at my house with a bunch of little mini toys.
Okay.
So I picked like kind of funny ones.
The ones that you didn't want anymore.
No, I have
get
really funny ones.
I get it.
I promise.
All right, well,
Look,
let's present.
For example, tell me what this is, because I had no idea and I still kept it.
Let's see. I'll try to describe it.
Yeah, please.
It is
try.
a clear elephant type thing. Oh, it has a die in it.
Yeah,
Like that.
what is it?
I don't know
what it is.
Well, that's a good one. I like that one.
Isn't
That's
that
gonna
funny?
fill up the shelf nicely.
It's funny. Okay. And then I've got this one's awesome.
Okay, what's that?
A little shark that you roll on something and then he goes.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
That's
Isn't he
good.
cute?
That'll get some use.
It's not going to work on the
Bullshit,
glass
it won't.
table. It'll work on your corkboard thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. I like just looking at them.
I've got this dude. Tell me you don't like him. And he's fuzzy.
He's a fuzzy monkey.
Fuzzy
Does that came
gorilla.
Kinder Surprise?
Yeah.
I feel like Kinder Surprise really put in more money into the making shitty
Yeah, they
toys.
really. Some of them really suck
Okay.
sometimes, but this one's just like really adorable. And he's a stamp.
Oh, is the stamp
of
still
his
work?
own face.
Oh, well, that seems kind of redundant.
Try it. Try it on Conrad's
I
paper.
will,
That's
yeah.
useless because it has doctor
Oh, look
writing.
at that. I like that.
And then there's
I like these.
this completely useless hourglass that you will never use
Does it work?
unless you time yourself up.
This was in a Kinder Surprise.
Yeah.
How does this even fit? If you don't know Kinder Surprise, it's a chocolate
That would
egg.
easily fit. It's like this.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
You pop it open, you're like,
You're
oh,
like-
an hourglass.
You know,
And
Kinder
it's like,
Surprise is illegal in the States. They don't sell them.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
No, they stopped, and like there was a big thing about it, but I have no idea why.
That's really weird. I didn't even know they didn't.
Some dumb kid was probably like chocolate egg and ate it and then choked on the little like plastic piece inside.
Probably. You know, with you remember Trix cereal?
Yeah, they don't have
sell that here anymore
I know.
because some dumb kid choked on it. But that doesn't make any sense to me because
Yeah.
when I was younger, I choked on bacon and almost died, and they didn't
We
take
still-
away bacon. You know what I mean? Like they could have just been like, "This poor little girl, piggies are so bad," and like you're banned to the back of the farm. But instead, they're just like, "It's okay. It was just one little girl."
I feel Trix ain't that bad. Imagine getting a corn pop stuck in your fucking gullet.
That'd be
You
bad,
would die.
It would be terrible. Cinnamon corn pops are so good. Have you tried those yet?
No,
Delicious.
I'm gonna try that.
You should. Here.
Oh, there's another one.
One
Oh my
more.
god, it never
it's
ends.
the cutest one.
Okay.
And he's also fuzzy.
Oh my god, what's this?
A little baby dinosaur.
Oh,
in
it's in an egg. That's
Yeah,
cute.
I
I
know.
like these. I'm
They're
definitely
funny.
keeping these. I know what you meant about keeping it by your bed. They'll keep me safe.
right? And you'll
Well,
just
these
look
are
at them and
good.
be like, oh, y'all fuzzy little girl, really?
Yeah, that's good. I like
keep
that.
going
Well,
back
thanks
there.
for the gifts. We really appreciate it over here because we're gonna look at them all the fucking
It's
time.
gonna be funny.
Well, I'll
You're
put them in
probably
the
gonna play
organ
with them.
behind the camera. So when people, when I turn the camera towards myself, people can see them.
They're like a family, except for the hourglass. He doesn't fit in with
I'll put the
anybody.
hourglass over here because I don't like them as much. It's a shitty
He
thing.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'll use the.
I
I like the clear.
Me too.
The clear elephant with a die
It's
inside.
actually my favorite
Yeah, but I can use it
so
when I
fun.
play D&D.
one. D&D.
You know? You're gonna decide if I kill goblins, you
Cool.
elephant bastard.
That's a good...
That's Kinder. I want Kinder Surprise now. Like now, I'm thinking
I know,
about how it
Wolverine.
tastes. It's a good shit.
So good. It's a good shit.
It's some good
It's
shit.
a good shit.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just have these around. Like
Good,
I'll
I'm
forget
glad.
and I'll be like, I want to get home because I miss them. You know.
Should I go buy some more friends for them at the store? Some of the Kinder Surprise toys suck, though.
Yeah.
Like the hourglass. Like a kid opens that and they're like, what is this? Like they don't even know what it is. And then
Yeah.
the parents are like, well, that sucks. Let's just throw that away because you didn't do nothing with it.
It doesn't take an hour
It
either.
does nothing.
Let's
Like
see.
how many seconds? Let's count.
All right, well, give me a second.
Okay.
All right, ready?
1,
3, 2, 1, go.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, that's
6 seconds. That's a 6-second hourglass. But nothing that you would have to time. Would you have to time for exactly 6 seconds?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It makes no sense. Like 5 seconds, maybe 10. Yes. 6.
6. Fuck that.
Bet you can't run to the quick store and buy some cigarettes. 6 seconds, you got time, go. You know, by the time you flip it over,
you
lose.
You didn't get back to the quick store fast enough. That's stupid. I'm going to throw this
so
one in the corner. Fuck you, hourglass. Your gift sucks. Thanks for the elephant.
But the elephant can play with the hourglass.
Yeah, it can. What else? Today... What else did we do?
Today?
We didn't do shit.
No, literally didn't, except for your photo shoot.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun. Like,
yeah.
I was very impressed. The guy who did the pictures, Jamie, we contacted him. He set it up, and we literally thought, I thought he was just some, like, kid who had, like, a really good camera. We showed up, and he was like, he set up all the studio.
Like pro.
Yeah, he had all the lights and everything. So I'll put the pictures up after the show. Mm-hmm. We're going to have to look, because something happened with that. With Illustrator, I mean, I don't know, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's gonna be awesome when it throws up. People are we're gonna be school famous. Hey,
school famous.
Didn't I see you on a poster somewhere holding an orange? You did. I was also wearing a top hat. What else? What are you up like now? Because you're engaged. What is that fun? Like you enjoy it? Like is it cool that you can tell people like I'm engaged? Do you tell people a lot? Like is that
no? I don't. Though.
Really?
No,
even
I
when it
don't.
first happened, did you not run around going like, "Hey guys"?
I posted it on Facebook, but then like honestly, like I don't know. I find like it makes me really sad because like I don't, especially for Matt, because I mean he proposed and everything, but I'm just like. You know, I even talked to some people or the girls at school about it, and they're just like, you hardly seem excited. And it's not that I'm not excited. I just, like, you know, like, I'm glad I'm getting married to him. I love him to death. But at the same time,
are you still in the same mindset you were, where it's like, you know, it's just like you were dating, kind of, like...
Yeah, I'm still in that mindset, but I mean, at the same time, like, I guess maybe it has something to do with, like, I never thought I was going to get married. It's not that I never wanted to. It's just I never thought of it. But so many girls think about it. So then when I tell them I'm not that stoked on it or, like, that insane over it, they're like, oh my god, like, what have you started planning? What's your dress look like? I'm like, I don't even have a location. You know what I mean?
What would you do? What would your ideal, if any location's possible, where would you do it?
Oh, we're thinking
not the moon.
Doing it. No, I wish. On Jupiter.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Where's would your ideal location be to get married?
We were actually, what I want to do and what we're trying to do is have it on a boat.
Get married on a boat?
Yeah. Get married.
What kind of boat? Like a rowboat? What are you going to do?
Nobody would come. They wouldn't fit.
They'd be another boat. Good idea. Mitchell's planning. The way it would work, okay, you and Matt are on one rowboat and you're standing there, you know, and you look fabulous and everything like that. Sure. Nope. Just a shitty rowboat. I'll make them. Don't worry. They'll be fine. And then, like, the guy who's marrying you is in the boat and he stands at the front. And then all the guests are on separate rowboats that are out on the water. And they're all tied together, like, by ropes and everything. So you have one boat next to you that has, like, all the groomsmen or whatever. And all bridesmaids. And, like, then your mom. And, like, she's over here. And, like, you know, and all these people. And I'm in the boat behind going, like, you're welcome for the wedding planning. It was for not free. I'll charge you later. If you get married, do I go to the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
Are you just saying that? Because I've had people do this to me before.
No, I'm serious. You've had people say that to you before.
Yeah,
what friends do you have that are married? You're like 20.
Yeah, I know, but...
in my dreams.
Everybody
gets married.
Yeah.
It's a happy place. Rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah, and elephants and shit like that. Hourglass. Six glasses. No, but, like, I feel like it's, like, there's been people I've known who got married, and I'm like, really? I wasn't invited to your wedding? That's weird. Yeah. Like, I name names. I'm still upset.
No, of course.
But, like, are you going to be that person that's like, well, we just ran off. It was a small ceremony, only 300 people.
No,
we couldn't fit you in.
I don't even want a big wedding.
What would you serve for dinner at the reception thing? Would it be a chicken...
The cheapest thing possible.
McDonald's fries?
McDonald's fries are bomb. Why are you...
Yeah, I know.
You know?
But it's cheap.
Yeah.
What would you do? Chicken cutlet?
I'd get at least Swiss chalet fries.
Yeah?
It's a little more expensive.
That's fancy.
Or I'd go to, like, what's really fancy? Red Lobster. Do they have fries? I love Red Lobster.
You obviously don't love Red Lobster enough because you don't even know if they have fries.
That's true. No! But listen to this, your rowboat idea. How awesome would it be if we're like, catch your own dinner. Some fishing rods.
That would be
you just
good.
catch your own crab, which wouldn't even happen in the Ottawa River.
You can't use a fishing rod to catch a crab. That's number one.
Oh wow.
We'd have to chuck out nets.
Yeah, but you just
and we'd have to have an
embarrassed
old
me a little
sailor
more.
man to like tell you how it works.
Papa the sailor man, peep peep.
Yeah, that would work. He could officiate the wedding.
I'm
I'm ordained. I'm a minister.
No, you're not.
I am. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
No,
I am.
you're not.
I am. I swear.
You're lying.
I am not. I'm not lying. I'm ordained. The Life Church minister. What's it called?
Like for real though?
Yeah. I went online. You can ordain yourself. I'm a reverend. Yeah. I'm a reverend. You don't know that? I thought it was all the rage. I thought everyone knew that.
The way you said it.
I'm a reverend. You gotta call
Sounds
me
like
Rev.
Seventh Heaven. Remember that show?
Nope.
Oh, dang. There goes
You
that
are
one.
older.
There goes that
See,
bit.
like I like the REV dot at the start of my name, so I keep that in there.
You're
Rev.
such a liar.
I'm not
Too
lying to
gullible,
you.
Mitchell.
I swear to you.
You can't tell me
I will,
if you were like.
I have the certificate somewhere. I'll show it to you.
Actually.
Absolutely.
You know what? That's. God, okay, the thing is, we've already asked a friend of ours to, like, go and do that. Like, get whatever it's called. She hasn't done it, and she hasn't messaged me or talked about it anymore. So if she doesn't do it,
Oh fuck!
you're totally
Can
doing
you
it.
imagine? That would be the worst.
It would be the best.
Yeah,
I'm so mad right
Are
now.
you telling me I'd be
do
standing
it.
in the same boat as you guys? You know, I'll make you row though. Me and Matt would be chilling,
make
drinking
you
out of
row,
flasks, and I'd be like, "Man, to get us back to shore with all these crabs, I'm hungry."
You'd be like, yeah, I just came from Portugal.
I'll bring the liquid butter.
Hey, I like it with butter.
Okay.
It's delicious.
The only time I've been to Red Lobster, my aunt ate an eyeball out of like a lobster or some shit, and after that, I was like, I'm good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that.
Ew.
And I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
That
That's
must have
not.
been a long time ago.
That's not what I'm into. Is what I said.
Nobody eats them lobster eyeballs no more.
Is there a where's the nearest Red Lobster?
Maribel.
Yeah, there is one.
Wait,
That's true.
not Maribel.
No, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it is.
there is one there.
Is the store red?
Yeah. No, I believe it's blue, like the sea.
Oh.
The lobster is red, though.
Oh.
Got you on that one, huh?
There are blue lobsters.
There are blue lobsters.
You ever seen
or
one?
Is that just a Pokemon
No, that's real.
thing?
I saw one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
You
like,
saw one?
no, yeah, they're like
Wow.
1 in a million. And I went to
Really?
I went to an aquatic museum once.
Cool.
Nope.
I like museums.
It was a good time. And yeah, they had one like in a case, and it was like they are 1 in 1 million. And I was like, lucky me.
What?
Yeah, blue lobster. It's like bright blue.
Like bright blue.
Yeah, it's blue.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time.
I really want to see one now. Like,
Right?
I'm really
Just
mad I
Google
haven't
it.
seen one. Yeah, but I haven't seen it. You know, I just want to see it, like, moving. Like, I'm not red.
Yeah, it does say that.
Singing that.
They also have at the it's in New Brunswick. It's like an aquatic museum, so you go in there and like they watch a guy feed some seals and shit. And they have a
That's
touch
exciting.
pool where it's like all these little like crabs and like starfish,
And you poke them?
and you can like pick them up and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd
it's crazy.
pocket a starfish. Want one of those
Right.
bad boys. That'd be great to have on my side table. Bring that to your next show.
I got it in a Kinder egg.
I would totally lie to you and say that too. And you'd be like, but it feels so real. I'm like, but careful with that one. Come alive. Throw it in. Hey, you think if you got like a dried up starfish, like they have like hearts, right? Do they?
They probably
they're
do, I
alive.
guess. Yeah, I would not be shocked if I found out they didn't, but I'm sure they do.
I feel like you know what? I feel like starfish would like. This sounds really weird, but you know those like cloths or those little like tablets you can get at like a toy store, and you throw it into water and it grows out. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
I feel like a starfish would be like that. It'd like shrivel up and like die and.
Oh,
and
when you
you'd
put it
just
back
be
in the
like-
water
and
and
then
come
you
back to
yeah, and
life.
it'd just be like "Mwah, Patrick from SpongeBob. Like, it'd be awesome. I'd be like,
yeah,
Patrick.
that'd be good.
Get a sponge. We should totally do that though. We'll steal a starfish. We'll pocket a starfish from wherever.
Just they use the term pocket, like, yeah, we're gonna gank that shit. You know? No, I got this watch and paid for it, I ganked it. I pocketed that shit at
Why do I say pocket?
I don't know, it's good though, keep going.
So,
So you'd pocket
anyway.
a starfish, then what do we do?
And
Follow
then we
through
should
with your
just,
plan.
Like, you know, maybe have like an arts and crafts session.
Yeah.
And like grab a sponge and
Okay.
make a SpongeBob, and then they can be friends.
Yeah.
Forever. We'll paint the starfish pink, like Patrick.
Starfish are pink, they don't have to be painted. Isn't that the whole point?
You make me look so dumb.
Hey, well, stop saying dumb
right
shit
all the time.
No, but I remember my friend was like, check this out. And he was like really like wanting to show me something cool. So he put like a little tiny crab like that has like a shell thing.
Yeah.
And he puts it there and it doesn't move, of course, because it's like, something's fucking touching me. I want to see my children. And then he took a starfish and he put it on top. And right when he did that, the fucking crab jumps up and fucking scurries across the pool thing.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucked.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Do starfish have...
No, they're not actually like a lot. They don't think. They're like, basically, I think they're kind of like some kind of flower almost. Like they
An amoeba.
It's sure. I don't know what amoeba means.
Me neither. That's funny. Let's call
pocket
it an amoeba.
But, yeah, I think they're not alive, but you can like they're like a weird flower, like, like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Do you, though?
Be fun.
We should pocket one. I think.
We'll just pocket one.
Because they're not alive. They don't think, like, I'm going to close my mouth in a minute and catch this fly. I think it's like it has certain senses when it's like something touches, not the closes, right?
I guess that makes sense. It's just weird because they're kind of like, they look like animals. Like the Venus starfly, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Starfly. But it just like, it just like eats things. Like it goes like, "Meh." And I know what you mean. Like it's instinct and maybe it doesn't have like a heart or something. Mm-hmm. But it's like alive to me still. Like it's like an animal. It's like fish. Like people are like vegan or vegetarian. Some of them eat fish and some of them don't.
Yeah.
Like
it's because I think of fish as like an insect.
You do?
Yeah,
an insect.
Not like actually, like to me, it almost like depends on the size of the fish. Like a minnow to me is not a fish; it's like an insect because they're so tiny and no one cares.
That's weird. I've never looked at it that way.
I guess I don't know. I think of bananas as a dairy product. That sounds crazy, but I'll explain. Okay,
do it. Please.
They're so creamy, right?
When you make a milkshake. Other than that, I don't know what kind of
but like, when you eat a banana, it's like, most fruit, it's like there's a juice involved. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But a banana's like, it's not dry, but it's like creamy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always, like, I don't think of banana as a dairy product. I'm not fucking douchebag retarded. But like, it seems very dairy, It
does, though. I see where you're going
there you
with
go.
That. Like, that's weird. Mm-hmm. But I love bananas.
Me too. Bananas are the world's most comedic fruit, I think. You know what I mean? Like it sounds funny. Banana. Like it's funny to say. Orange.
Banana phone.
Whatever. Banana phone's funny. There's
funny.
characters that in cartoons that are just bananas. They're not cartoons. They're like guys in suits or some shit.
But
they're bananas,
suits.
right? The bananas?
Yeah.
Remember them? What, banana 1, banana 2?
Oh,
I want a banana with you.
In pajamas.
Yeah, bananas pajamas. I was like bananas 1 and 2.
But I know you're like bananas 1 and 2.
I want a
bananas. Bananas.
I want a banana with you. I want a banana for you. I want a banana for 2. Gymnastics time to the banana split. Do you like it? Do you like that?
It makes me laugh.
What if you put a banana on a sea crab?
What would happen?
Yeah.
The crab would probably go like this and just like
eat the banana, crawl inside.
Delicious dairy products. They never get them. Life as a crab is hard.
Yeah, it is. Oh god. Yeah, I remember that Quack Center. But this girl, we walked in, and like the entrance to get in, you have to walk through the gift shop first. Okay?
They get you with
they
that
get
one,
you right away, right? Buy a shitty T-shirt. We printed them ourselves on the iron in the back. So, the first thing, for some reason, the girl working, it was like she was like this weird high school kid who like got the job because her uncle worked there or some shit. Mm-hmm. The first thing she turns to me, and I was with my friend Matt at the time. She goes, can you do this? And she does this thing with her arms where it's like she made them turn in opposite directions. So she was doing this.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, can you, like, most people, like, if you just did this with your hands where you just kind of put one over the other over and over, she was doing the opposite where she's like, can you make your hands go in opposite directions? Yeah. And I was like, okay, you taught me a life skill and I got to see a blue lobster, but what the fuck was the point of just telling me that, lady? Well, what if I just went up to a kid at work, hey, kid, can you do this?
Can you do this? Were you like a little kid?
Not really. I was probably like 15.
Was she also young?
No, she's probably like 22.
So she was a creep.
She was a real creep. And she tried to pawn me off on a shitty T-shirt with a blue lobster on it.
That they made in the back.
Hey, kid. The kid who could do the arm thing, come over here. Go into the touch pool, which sounds creepy.
Touch? Oh, right.
Right? Go into the touch pool and I'll say starfish on a fucking crab and see what happens. Okay. Idiots. Such a weird place. Like, it was in the middle of nowhere, too. Like, we had to go there, and, like, Matt's like, my parents, like, they want to know if you want to go to the aquatic museum with us. And I was like, oh, so your parents invited me. No. And then I was like, okay, let's go. Well, I'm just telling you the story of my trip there, basically everything that happened. It was years ago, but I don't know why. I never...
Years ago.
So we go, and it was like, honestly, it felt like it was 3 hours away. For an aquatic museum.
Like, it was legit?
I didn't even get to... I didn't even
like,
try to...
felt like it?
It felt like it was 3 hours away. And we were playing this game that's fun to play in the highway. You know how, like, every kilometer there's a sign that says, like, the kilometer sign?
Yeah.
There was this game that we'd play where you hold your breath and see if you can hold your breath for a whole kilometer, which is very dangerous. And his dad got really into it and pulled over the car before the sign. It was funny. Also, what did we do? He told me this joke. We're on the trip. And he tells me this joke. And I couldn't stop laughing. And I would just get him to do the joke over and over again. Not funny. But I'll tell it on the show anyway. He goes, want to hear a dirty joke? Someone takes a bath. Want to hear a dirtier joke? Someone takes a bath with Bubbles. Want to hear a really dirty joke? Bubbles is his neighbor.
What?
That was the joke. Bubbles is the neighbor.
The neighbor of what?
Well, I don't know, the guy who took the bath. Do you get it?
Absolutely
Someone
not.
takes a bath. An
Yeah.
even dirtier joke is someone takes a bath with Bubbles.
Okay.
The dirtier joke is Bubbles is his neighbor. Do you get it? Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh. Bing, bing, bing. Now I get
died.
it.
And
Winner,
like now I'm
gagnon.
like, that joke's winner, gagnon. I died the first time he told me that joke. And I would actually just get him to repeat the joke. I don't know.
really
Because
funny.
the joke's not that funny. It's okay.
It's kind of
but
funny.
his delivery must have been gold. Because I was just like, say it again. He'd be like, Bubbles is his neighbor. And I'm like, oh, yeah, not me.
Definitely the way he said
And that's Mitchell's story about his trip to the St. John's Aquatic Museum.
Aquatic museum.
What's
Why are you calling it an aquatic museum?
Because it's a museum and everything's like an aquatic creature.
But
like,
everything's isn't an. Wouldn't you just call it an aquarium? You know what I mean?
well, it's a museum with there's many aquariums with different animals. Don't just throw everything in one bucket and say, look at it. You know?
I just feel like usually people
No,
are like
no.
the Vancouver Aquarium.
No, because
And I'm
there's like a
oh.
seal show and shit too.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like it's all
I guess-
different stuff, but it's
oh.
all based around like these are sea creatures.
Did you
Like,
see otters? They're my favorite animal.
I don't think so. I think I saw seals. I think.
So they're
I saw a
kinda
guy
cute, too.
feed
They
them.
get clubbed though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Poor seals.
I don't care,
Me
to
neither.
be honest with you.
I would care if it was otters though. It's
Yeah.
terrible. They're so cute.
They hold hands when they swim.
They
do you know that? That's
I
pretty
know
cute.
They do. It's so that they don't float away from each other when they're sleeping. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm serious. And they also like snowboard on their backs down the hill. So I guess they kind of just
Penguins
slide on
do
the
that.
snow.
Penguins do that. They'll slide in
Penguins
their
are cute,
fronts.
too.
I like penguins.
Me
I didn't
too.
realize how fast they were. I went to another museum in Montreal. It was
Oh,
like a
that one.
nature museum.
Did you like that one?
Did you go?
Yeah.
There's
I
a nature
hated it.
museum in Montreal. I
Huh.
believe it's called the Montreal Nature Museum.
Oh.
I
that
don't
was
know
the
what it's
one I went
called.
to.
No, what was the one you went to?
The something or the Ox something, some weird.
I
name.
think I went to the same one. It's like
Yeah.
a huge fucking
Yeah, yeah,
building. Yeah, I went there too. I went to see the penguins. I didn't realize how fucking fast they are.
They are.
Oh my Christ. I was like, slow down, bud. But another thing is that, you ever see March of the Penguins? Did you ever see that movie?
I refuse to. I'd cry too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I heard it was really sad.
When you first see it, and I've talked about this on the show absolutely before, when you first see the movie, you can't really tell how tall the penguins are because there's no human walking by to compare them to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no, like, comparison between, like, to see how tall they are. I thought those penguins were, like, fucking 6 feet tall.
You did?
Yeah, because I was like, holy shit, they look huge. Like, when they're walking, like, you kind of just see them as, like, regular... Like, 'cause
Yeah.
they walk, like, you know, like people, I guess, standing up and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So it tricked my mind where I was like, are these things, like, fucking 6 feet tall? Because that would be absolutely terrifying.
It would be terrifying.
Can you imagine?
It'd be so scary.
A big-ass thing with a big rubbery wing fucking smacking you in the head. Oh, my God, it was scary.
You're calling me a penguin? Bah.
Bah! Yeah.
I'm a human now.
But they, like...
Sweet dog.
Yeah, it's fucked. But the penguins were fast at the museum. That's what I'm getting
Yeah,
to. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
scary.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same thing as like the height thing, like the issue or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't realize
it's like
how fast
you didn't
they
realize
are.
how fast
They're
they were.
quick.
They are pretty fast. Because I saw the same penguins. And they were so cute. They're like going one after the... It's like Lemmings.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game? Lemmings?
No. Where they run off the cliff, right?
Yeah. That's what lemmings do. They're just like following each other. Like...
Well, supposedly that's not true because this thing came out. There was this documentary that Disney made years ago about the animal kingdom.
Okay.
And this was back in like the 60s that they came out with this thing.
Jeez.
And they were talking about how lemmings, that they basically commit suicide because they run and they jump off cliffs, and a lot of them die.
Yeah.
But supposedly that was not true, and what happened is that all the producers of the show basically chased them off the cliff so that they could get the shot of them jumping. And they say that rarely ever happens, and if it does, it's a mistake that one of them runs off. So what Disney did is they were like, well, we heard about this myth and we want to promote it as true. So they chased all these fucking lemmings and made them jump off a fucking cliff and kill themselves. And supposedly that's not true at all, and that was just a fake thing they did. They scared the lemmings into running.
I'm so depressed, right? Walt Disney, I don't like you.
Most don't.
You should have followed those lemons off the cliff. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's really sad,
Isn't that fucked
though.
up? Yeah.
No. See, and like, sorry, years later, or like forever later, like here I am, and I still thought that the lemmings actually did that when really
Stick with me. I got
They
the
just
info. That's
forced
what's
them.
up.
That's so sad.
Isn't that fucked?
It's really
But
sad.
it's a good time. I watched there was a Planet Earth. You ever seen Planet Earth?
Yeah.
Planet Earth was this like documentary that like BBC World did about like just nature and shit, and they cover every fucking animal you can ever think of, and it's narrated really well. They came out with another one called Life, and it's narrated by Oprah.
I heard about that.
Fucking awesome.
It's
But
awesome?
I really wanted Oprah to play up the fact that she was Oprah, and I had this joke where I was like, and you get a tiger, and you get a tiger. And like no one laughed, and I was like, come on, that was brilliant. But I don't know. Those documentaries are amazing. It's like,
I love that stuff.
It's like if you want to fall asleep to anything, it's that. You just feel awesome watching it.
It's so true. I feel
crazy.
the same way. I'm glad you said that. I thought it was a weirdo.
But at one point, they
Kinda
go
am,
into a
but-
cave, and it's like the biggest bat cave in Brazil.
Yeah.
And there's a pile of bat shit, and it's like 20 feet tall or something like that.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross. I haven't watched all the DVDs. I have it in my house.
It's really good.
I like the underwater one. It scares me.
It does, right?
It scares
I don't
me
like
so
underwater
much.
things. That's
No,
that's for true.
It just.
Yeah. I like pocketing a starfish now and then, but
I know. Well, we gotta go into the ocean if we want to pocket it. But
we'll head up to the St. John's Aquatic Museum.
yeah, I don't know. I really like the underwater one. It freaks me out because, like, the fact that I can't remember the statistics or whatever it was in the first place. I don't know what it's called.
Absolutely.
I hardly know what I'm talking about half the time. But really, yeah, it scares me that we can only get to, like, a certain depth of the ocean. But when we get to the, like, deepest, it's like, I'm a see-through fish with a light bulb on my head, and like I'm rainbow and I've got neon colors. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's a whole other world.
What's below that?
And then we
haven't
wonder
even
why
gotten
people
to?
think Atlantis is real. Yeah, like that's far off the map. A golden city. We got a fucking rainbow fish with a light bulb on its head. Yeah,
They're
it's scary. It is
scary.
scary.
Scary
There's the
world
ones
out
that
there.
just sit on the ground of the ocean floor,
Yeah.
and then when something walks by, they go, "Bah! I wasn't sand. I was an animal," and they attack some shit.
It's scary.
It's scary.
I love it though.
I love it.
Love animals.
Matt Francis joins us in the studio.
Hello.
Oh, perfect. We can hear you. Matt Francis of Weird with Cats joins us. You just got, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. That's perfect.
I like to
That's
pretend
when I
I'm right on time.
expected you to be here. Matt Francis of Weird with Cats joins us. You were here a couple weeks ago for the show that we did that we threw away because it was so garbage. So this is the
So
real
garbage.
episode
Was
19.
it my fault? Because I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you never shut your mouth. You had some big news actually. You texted me earlier and I thought we could just talk about it on the show. If you want to mention that for the band.
Let me pull out my phone and remember what I texted you.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
so many big news.
In the
all
meantime,
time.
rainbow
Bro, I was
fish.
just gonna say that.
I was really
Twinsies.
wondering. I walked in on a really weird conversation, and I was kind of like,
You ever been to the St. John's Aquatic Museum? You have to tune in.
I'll have to listen later. You want to send me an advanced copy? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Weird with Cats is number 51 on the alternative music charts in Ottawa right now, up from number 81 yesterday.
Congrats,
buddy. That's
awesome.
big.
We released, I guess it was on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, on Reverb Nation, right?
On Reverb Nation.
I'll post the link. It's posted the link already.
Okay.
I'll do it again in the group.
All right. Well, we posted our first single off the new EP on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was. It wasn't my executive decision to do so. I just kind of got informed of it afterwards.
Okay.
But I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And and apparently people are listening to it, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
That's really good.
I'm looking around because I know I forgot my flask here last time.
Yeah, I'll grab for it.
I'm gonna need me that
Here
flask
with my
at some
many
point.
flasks.
Many flasks.
That's awesome though. We're still planning the CD release party. We haven't really done an announcement about it, but we're kind of just working on something. Still waiting on some emails and stuff to get back from people, and hopefully we can get that. So if you are in the Ottawa area, there might be some fun coming your way.
19 plus fun. Get out
19 plus fun. Yeah, animals. So that would be good, but that's excellent news, and that's that's good.
It is good.
That's good, right? That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
What if tomorrow it's like #1 and you're famous like Fallout Boy?
He would never speak to us again.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
He'd
I'd
be
be
like,
like, who the fuck
Mitch
is
and
Mitch and
Amanda
Amanda?
who? Exactly.
All they do is talk about rainbow fish.
Aren't they where I wrote a song about rainbow fish years ago?
We really want to steal. We want to pocket a starfish.
Pocket a starfish.
Yeah.
Would
Oh,
you
and I'm
like
gonna plan our wedding. We decided that as well.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Cute.
With starfish.
That's cute.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of ribbons and gay ship.
No, we're gonna do it
Like
on boats.
starfish.
We're gonna have a bunch of rowboats tied together, and like she'll be at the front boat with Matt.
Wait, but
getting
who
married.
will be dragging the rowboats though?
Nothing. We just
Conrad.
Conrad would
Was
do it.
That'd be
Conrad
the
here?
greatest. Oh, he was.
No,
yeah.
he left. Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah.
I miss him already. Is
I'll
this
show
his
you.
handwriting?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I know. We already read through these.
Try and read the second last sentence.
Second
on
last
that.
sentence.
We
Try to
both
read what
tried,
that meant.
And now it's your
Okay.
turn.
Second last sentence.
Right here.
Okay, the awkward moment when you think you... What the fuck? I don't know. Fucking
I feel like we
Conrad.
all gave up.
I couldn't do it either.
Nah, well, at least he's pretty.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yes. Perfect tan skin.
Perfect tan skin, beautiful nails. Ugh.
'Cause I
what an
painted
animal.
them.
You see us on the bus on the way here. We had top hats and life jackets and shit.
Oh, did you get all those pictures taken?
Yeah, I'll show you them in a bit. They
They're
look
really
great.
cool.
They'll be up on Facebook tonight.
Have you told everybody about what they were for?
No. They thought we were doing gay porn in the basement of the school. They'll be up tonight. I'm gonna try to set up a photo shoot for all the guests that have been on the show, and we're just gonna do a big group photo, and we're gonna we're just gonna have all the equipment, like one of us be holding a mixer, and like there'll be
That'd be
mics
cool.
everywhere, and like someone will be holding the keyboard and
Get
shit
Jamie to
like
do
that.
the photo shoot.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
And just he told me, he's like, if you need anything, just let me know, and he's really good. The pictures are like excellent.
Yeah, they're really
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's good. What else? Anything new that you're up to, or?
Well, right now, in terms of the music anyway, we're in the process of designing the album covers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and which is going to be fun,
Mm-hmm.
trying, and it makes for some great arguments and binge
Mm-hmm.
drinking. But,
My favorite. Arguing and binge drinking at the time.
yeah.
Argue binging.
So anyway, it's coming together slowly. The album should be done in a month in terms of being printed and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
which will really be that moment when I'm like, holy fuck, I finally recorded an album. Thank fucking God.
Look who's a success, Ma. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna throw them at her just when she's sleeping. I'll be like, look, I'm on a fucking album.
I'm trying to sleep.
So,
That's good.
we do have also 2 new band members in the band.
Yeah, you want to announce that on? Because right now it's just Matt Francis and Andrew Pumford of Weird with Cats, but it seems they've added some members.
Yes, we have a brand new bassist, whom you both know, Dean Van Dorsler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout
Oh,
out.
yeah. Shout out.
He's gonna be the crazy one who moves around on stage because,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't do that. I don't even talk. Andrew talks all the time when we do shows and everything. It's
Okay.
not really my jam, I'm too good
That
for
ain't
that.
my jam.
But, and also a person
That's not my jam.
I've only met about a month ago. His name is Ben Sperling.
Really nice guy.
Really
Yeah.
nice guy, and he's from Los Angeles.
Oh, jealous.
Jeez.
Yeah, and just the fanciest little kid you've ever met in your life, and he can play every single instrument under the sun, and I'm pretty sure he can make things that aren't supposed to be instruments instruments. Mm-hmm. So we decided instead of having a lead guitar player, because as of right now I'm playing all the guitar, he'll play guitar when he needs to, and otherwise he's going to play the banjo, the ukulele, the musical saw, the accordion.
What's the musical saw?
It's basically a saw, like a wood saw. You cut down trees.
Okay.
It's awful. Just awful.
I thought it was a copy of Saw on DVD. You place the drums with it.
Yeah. And basically you play it with a violin bow, and you bend it back and forth, and you shake your leg, and it makes it go, and it's very, very cool. It's kind of a haunting kind of sound. It's only good for, kind of moody music.
Yeah, it has to be folk, or it's kind of like...
Well, good thing Weird with Cats is a folk band.
Oh.
That's what
yeah,
that
I don't think
is.
Lady Gaga is using the saw much, yeah.
I bet you if anybody in pop music would use it, though, I bet you it would be Lady Gaga.
No, she'd wear it on her back. I mean, she doesn't have a suit that looks like a harp.
Yeah.
A harp, but with like a dog head on the front.
Or a recorder. That's the coolest instrument.
That she plays with her butt.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga is, though, like, as crazy as she is, and
she's so good.
She's incredible.
She's so
and she's the youngest woman ever to graduate Juilliard School of Music.
Yeah.
Like, she was 16 years old when she graduated that, and it's like the most prestigious
not know that.
school of music ever. And she's incredibly talented. Like, if you can keep up to Elton John when he's playing piano and you're playing right alongside him, you're damn good at piano.
That's crazy.
I really want to see what she looks like just sans makeup. Just straight up.
Oh, gosh.
Just her face. Because, like, there's pictures of it, but people don't really know. They're still, like, I don't know. Like, I just want to see her no makeup for sure.
Yeah.
I heard she is kind of like a strange looking ticket, but I need to know.
I need to know.
I've seen, like, in magazines and stuff, like, none without makeup or anything that I know of, but, like, her younger, like, in high school and stuff, with less makeup or no meat suits on or whatever, but she actually looked normal and, actually was, like, decent looking. Like, she wasn't, like, a man.
Yeah, remember that big rumor that she
she had a penis and stuff? Yeah, I remember that.
I saw those pictures. It didn't...
Yeah, I was like, first of all, what kind of penis is that?
Yeah, like, it's...
And second of all, why is it bigger than mine?
Oh, so jelly. No, I don't remember. Like, I remember hearing that for a month, and everyone was like, so true, and I'm like, no, it's not.
No,
Definitely
it was so dumb.
Not true.
No. It was like the Enrique is gay of the late 2000s.
Who's Enrique?
Enrique Iglesias.
Oh.
No, not him. The other one.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Yeah,
Oh,
see, she knows. Remember Ricky Martin?
Yeah.
I saw him on Oprah the other day.
Is he gay?
Yeah, he's been gay for years.
He's been gay with
He came out for like
years.
10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Such a chill dude. I like him.
He seems genuine.
He does, yeah.
Do you
that's
watch
true.
Oprah still?
She does this new show, Oprah's Next Chapter, and like she doesn't do just a regular show, just interviews like celebrities and stuff. She did Rihanna, 50 Cent, Kelsey Grammer. She did Stephen Colbert the other day, which was great.
Weird.
And he wasn't in character, like because people don't get Stephen Colbert. They're like they think he's like this Republican douchebag. I'm like it's a character he plays, right? In real life, he's just like the chillest guy. Like they talked to his wife, and she was going. He came home in character once, and that was the last time he ever came home in character.
She threw him out of the house.
She
I
was
remember
like, not here, and he stopped.
That's
like
funny.
that kind of thing.
I like that.
But I guess when you're working all day, doing like 10, 12-hour days of just being in that character, it's hard to kind of come out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Sometimes even when I'm just playing music or anything talking on the radio,
You can't turn it off.
I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
I carry on that brooding musician attitude.
Yeah. And then I drink.
And then I come home drunk, and my mom says, "You don't come home drunk here." Wait outside till I sober
Mr.
up.
Colbert. What else are you up to besides the band? Anything else new? Or?
I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
I'm writing a novel, which is going okay. I don't have a whole lot of time for it, so I go back to it whenever I can. But it is a coming of age story. So it's doomed to fail.
Teen fiction. I like.
Well, Mitchell and I were talking about it actually, that we would have him. Mitchell would design the album art.
Yeah.
Which would be fun.
Well, the cover art for the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the album art. God. but it's called Walter's Bakery. It's based in 1993 in Middle America. He's the last shoeshine boy in Middle America, and he hates Jewish people. That's just what's happened. I am not anti-Semitic at all, but
my character
Walter is really, really
which
awful.
is weird because it was 93.
Yeah, but it is Wyoming.
Wyoming. You ever you hear about a state and you're like, I don't know where that is. Like if someone's like
Wyoming.
Yeah, like someone's like Montana. I'm like, that could be anywhere that isn't the edges.
I know where that is,
I guess
actually,
that's
though.
true, huh?
It is right below Alberta. Right on the border.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother
That I
lives there.
did not. I would have never guessed that. Ever. I would have been like, it's right in the middle over
Yeah,
there.
You would
exactly.
think it's
To
a
me,
Texas
it's
kind
like
of state, right?
Exactly.
to
That's
me
exactly
it
what I was
goes
thinking.
on the left it's New York, on the right it's California and Washington something.
Yeah.
Right?
Washington.
And then in the middle is Washington DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Texas is the whole
Texas,
bottom.
the whole bottom, and there's an Alabama in there, and then in the
Florida's
middle,
the little thing off
yeah,
the
the
edge.
thing off the edge, and then the middle surrounding Washington is Montana, Philadelphia, or whatever. I don't know if that's a city.
Philadelphia.
Boston is right next door to New York. Massachusetts in the middle. What's the other one? Pennsylvania. Who lives in Pennsylvania?
Half my family lives
Really?
in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Tell
but
them to
it's
give up.
Beautiful there.
Really?
It actually is. I
feel like
love
it's like a random state. Like they made it for fun.
Well, you know that Amish show? They're all from Pennsylvania, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird because I went there during the summer too, and I was driving through, complete Amish town.
Yeah.
Everything. Everybody was on horses and stuff, and I was like, this is kind of cool. I can get used to this.
You could, yeah.
I
could
horses.
love to see you as an Amish person.
Would you?
Oh, that would
Think
be
I could
entertaining.
wear the
as hell.
hat?
Yeah, like a bonnet.
Oh wait, the women. Yeah, the women wear the bonnets, eh?
Speaking
Yeah.
of Amish, you know, I always thought it was kind of a cool concept. You know, they just got rid of technology and refused to use pitchforks or whatever.
Pitchfork. Sure.
Apparently, they're like the devil's work. I
Oh,
don't know.
really? Okay.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But I realized recently that because they don't have real doctors, real dentists, or anything, if your teeth start to rot, they just pull all your teeth out.
That's
Yeah,
what she
I
was talking about that earlier.
Like, that's fucked up.
Did you
Yeah.
see it on the show?
My friend was watching the show,
Oh,
or
okay.
somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was watching the show, and they were talking to me about it, and they're like, oh, they just pull out all their teeth, and
Yeah.
she's like 20, and she just pulled out her dentures, and
Yep.
what the fuck?
It was so scary.
And it's just like, oh, your leg is sore. I guess we should cut it off.
Yeah,
really.
seriously.
Where it's
So
like
you
if
got the
something
musical
hurts,
saw
just
anywhere?
get rid of the part that hurts.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, pass me the musical saw. We'll break the other part off, and we'll go at you. No, get me that trombone because you need a new face.
And it just, I don't know. I always, I guess, thought of the whole ideal of being Amish was almost kind of a romantic ideal to,
Yeah,
like,
until you
take a
realize
step
they're
back
nuts.
and then they're fucked up. And,
Yeah.
Like, they're all very uneducated.
Yeah.
Stupid as sin. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's a grade 3 education and can't draw an R without doing it backwards, you know? And fucking.
I was watching. They did a documentary. What's the thing that they do when you reach of age? They send you off in the real world, and then you decide if you want to go back or not. It's
I think that's a My Name is Earl kind of.
No, that's a real thing.
Oh,
It's
really?
called like Rumspringer or something like that.
That's a real
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, that's
When
what
you
they
go out
do.
when you're 21.
When
eh?
you're 21, they send you out in the real world for like a year, and you
What's
can
the
decide.
not real world that they're in? Like, I don't
Well,
get
like
it.
you leave the Amish community and you go off into the real
Oh,
world and like
okay.
try to get a job and
Okay,
shit.
okay.
And if you want, you can come back.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Because a lot of people get out there and they go, "Fuck that," and they
Yeah.
stay.
I can't imagine that though, because you get out there with a fucking kindergarten education, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, everybody's smarter than me."
Like
here.
Yeah,
this one guy,
seriously.
they all look really awkward too because they don't really know about like how you know how it's like simple things. Like I could wear a dress shirt,
Yeah.
but this dress shirt can look completely different if I wear it another way. You know what I mean? Like if it's tucked
Like
wrong.
inside out.
Yeah, but like if it's tucked wrong, like there's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So you can tell they all can have like, they're not accustomed to the little things.
Yeah.
One guy, he had a briefcase and he goes, I keep all my recipes in there. And the documentary guy goes like, recipes? He goes, what's the word? No, receipts. I keep my receipts in there. It's like, you come from a culture with no receipts. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. Amish? No, thank you. I like my phone.
No.
You know, and I don't like
I would-
do.
I don't like churning butter.
I would like to try it for like a week.
Yeah.
But not in a community. Kind of just go out into the woods and just see if I could survive.
Be a woodsman.
A real Slenderman.
Real Slenderman.
I'll bring the
That's a good
musical
one.
saw. I think
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
fun.
just go out and just. I mean, I'm a vegetarian though, right? So I'd be reduced to eating wild mushrooms and Lord fucking knows.
Leaves,
bark.
No squirrels.
No fucking squirrels.
No.
But I don't know. I thought it would always be something to try, and you come back and you're like, oh, my phone, yay. I can do all these things.
I have no notifications. I'm going back to the woods.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. So like when your birthday comes around, you go on Facebook and you have all these notifications, and it's like, I know it's just people saying happy birthday, but it still feels nice.
It does feel nice.
I don't like how we try to keep a really professional demeanor around here. But your mother told me to tell you that dinner's ready.
No, it's fun. I'm so hungry. You guys hungry?
I just ate before I came.
Oh, fuck, because I'm hungry as fuck. You want to eat?
I'll eat?
I say we eat. We've been on for a little bit now, so I say we take. If you want to take another break, come back and do a bit more.
Sure.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Y'all good?
I'm down.
Because I got to eat something.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Shut up.
Okay. If you want to join us on Facebook, The Fingerbang Radio Show, like Weird with Cats on Facebook, as well as Caketalk Productions.
You
Yes,
can
Matthew?
find Weird with Cats on reverbnation.com/Weird with Cats as well.
Oh, is that the band name? Oh, okay.
I just also want to remind everybody, because a lot of people seem to be fucking doing this. A lot of people spell weird WIERD.
Don't talk to me about spelling, man. I know. Someone fucking's like, I'm listening to the Fingerbang Radio
Quit making fun of my
Sleep.
mom.
No, but everyone does that, and they're off. And it's like me too. I get really OCD about like put caps on everything. The Fingerbang Radio Show, all caps. Not Fingerbang Radio Show, not Fingerbang Radio. The Fingerbang Radio Show. Oh, it drives me nuts. I gotta eat away my pain. We'll be back with more of the Fingerbang Radio Show in just a bit. Stick around. In 1943, two middle-class gentlemen had a dream to bring useless information and penis jokes to the masses. With the help of the new developments of the internet machine created by Al Gore, they set forth to create a program meant to entertain and offend. And so it was.
Unfortunately, the sons of these fine gentlemen chose not to continue their father's legacy. Luckily, years later, the grandsons of these men discovered their grandfather's porn, and along with it, their dream of penis jokes. Now, in the 21st century, the Fingerbang Radio Show returns in marvelous Technicolor with high-quality stereo sound where available.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on uStream. New episodes every Saturday. The Fingerbang Radio Show. It's the Fingerbang Radio Show, live out of Ottawa, Ontario, with your host, Mitch. Sitting in the studio today, we have a lovely couple. I just love them to death. It's Amanda Bowe and her, I guess we can say it, fiancé, right? Which I'm going to ask you like a million questions about. It's Matt Oliveira. I knew it. See, I got it right.
You got it.
I feel like, is there an olive oil that has a similar name?
I don't like olives, so it's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. God, okay. Ruined my bit. So I asked Amanda to come on because she's very funny. You may have known.
Just a little bit.
So we've had other guests come on earlier. We had Conrad on at the start of the show, and then Matt dropped by just, of course, for his big announcement about Weird with Cats and a lot of band stuff, which is going over really well. And then might as well keep you on. At least we'll do another like half an hour, and then you guys can get the hell out of here. Yeah. So you guys were telling us earlier, and you told us this crazy story, and I was kind of mad because I'm like, you kind of save these kind of things for when we're on air. Is that a plane?
I think it's a jet.
Or we're dying.
That's the worst. It might be dying.
Just like my dream last night.
Yeah, that
the world ended.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had a
It's kinda
bad
cool.
dream?
Yeah. I woke up this morning. Actually, I was sleeping, so hence the dream.
That's how you have to dream, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, me and Amanda were playing outside. It's like we're little kids. And we get inside. All of a sudden, the sirens go off. It's like we're in old times. And,
old times.
Yeah, back in the day. Anyways, the sirens go off. Like, what the fuck's going on? The sky turns dark. Go inside, turn on the TV, and newscast comes on. The world's gonna end in about 10 minutes because there's a meteor coming. What the fuck's going on? So look out the window. All of a sudden, big meteor comes. Boom, crashes. Basically, big flames all around us, and we die. And turns out where the fuck, we're probably in hell together, but it's still good.
That's fucked up about that, though, is that, like, usually there's a part in the dream it was like, and then the guy comes on TV, but the guy is Howie Mandel, and he's the one telling me we're gonna die, and it's usually there's at least one part weird, but, like, that was just, like,
I think
everything.
it was the guy with the mustache saying that.
What guy?
It's kind of cool.
There's a guy with a mustache?
TV, yeah.
They don't let mustachy guys on TV.
Mustachy guys.
That's ridiculous.
You're getting in the way of the TV.
Yeah, you're getting in the way of the TV. No, that's pretty good. But it's weird. Cool. I do find it weird though that like your dream was consecutive. Like
I didn't, like,
nothing
die,
weird.
But I didn't wake up. I was still 2 seconds later. I was in fucking hell. I think I don't know.
I finally had like a really like lucid dream. Like I'd never really had really really good ones before. But you know when you have that one where you wake up and you just can't sleep, you just kind of walk around going like, what the fuck was that? You know where it's like that crazy. I had one. Because I lived with my girlfriend over the summer, but it was her house, but she lived across the street from this house. So I look out the window, and there's like this old lady like looking in my car. So I run out, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing in my car?" And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." And she starts like running away. I'm like, "No, get back! What the fuck are you doing in my car?" It was weird, and it was so hyper realistic. I was panicked.
Like, actually.
You know, like when you're just like, that was almost too much.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird how you feel like that sometimes. Like, it was that real. When you wake up, you're like...
You think you're still in the dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like,
still in it?
DiCaprio was right. Where's my top? Yeah.
Conrad the other day?
Yeah. What did he say? He's like, you know, the guy who painted... First of all, he goes, the guy who painted the Sistine Chapel, which that's
16.
wrong. And then he goes, you know, Leonardo... DiCaprio.
It was so funny.
Oh,
I
he's
loved
fucked.
it. I'm like, you mean Da Vinci? No, I think I mean DiCaprio. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are we going to talk about? The story that you guys brought up. Supposedly, you guys gave... Did you give yourself... Or did you give each other tattoos?
Ourselves.
You gave it... So you guys sat there watching TV and just like...
I'm like, alright, what are you going to do? I'm going to do this. And then we switched the gun. We didn't even clean it or anything. We just...
Oh, that's needle. Love. Yeah,
needle,
AIDS
we
is
bought
love.
that. I mean, a guitar string. So
okay, so how did you build it? Did you just like?
So first of all, we looked at YouTube videos. We were bored as fuck. We like tattoos and shit. We obviously have them. We wanted to give ourselves one because we don't want to go pay hundreds of dollars to go make your own, whatever, do your own. So we're like, all right. So you need a big electric toothbrush. You need a guitar string. You need mechanical pencil. And some indie ink. So we went to Walmart, went to Staples, trying to find all these little
So, okay, this is what blows me away about the story, is not only were you like, I can accept that, but it was the fact that it was like, here's the household items you need. But then you were like, we don't have some.
Any of those.
So let's go to the store. And in the hours worth of time that it would take you to go to the store, find the stuff, make the purchase, you still got back and still had the idea of like let's give ourselves.
We have everything now. Let's do it. We're actually stoked on it.
I'm amazed you guys didn't lose the idea halfway. Like, what are we doing? Let's just buy some fucking pizza pockets and make it a night.
Temporary time.
You get there, you're like, this is good. Put the quarter in.
Seriously.
That would be good too. I got a magic card. No, that's I'm thinking about. Cool. I might do it too.
Yeah. You should. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
How many tattoos? I can't even remember.
Me?
Yeah.
I got 4.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I have none. I'm afraid. I got my nipple pierced. That was the extent.
Yeah, well, how can you be? I know. How can you be afraid to get a tattoo?
No, I'm not afraid to get a tattoo. I'm poor. That's what they call it.
Right.
They're expensive. You could always do the homemade tattoos.
Yeah, because that seemed to work out.
Like $10. It's like a temporary tattoo. You do it and then it's gone in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I remember this guy back in the day. They would like do this. He'd like take like a really thin X-Acto knife and you cut into
the skin.
What's the skin, and then you go over it. He was doing it with a Sharpie. Yeah, it's fucked up. But you go kind of thin in, right? Like you don't draw blood. You kind of just cut through layers of skin. Yeah. You go over it with a Sharpie, and then when you wash it all off, it's kind of gone in the lines. I've done that before just for like fun, and that will last for like couple months. Like if you go deep enough. Yeah, I've seen that done.
Mine's still here a little bit. I have like "Say Hunger" on my. It said "Stay Hungry," now it says "Say Hunger." So it makes no sense right now. It's kind of funny. Everyone's looking at my phone. What the
Stay Hunger. Now all of a sudden he's an activist. That's ridiculous. India ink, is that like the ink they use for like the...
Yeah, it's like the old school pens where you dip with the little feather
I like
on
that.
the edge, and then you do little notes, and it's your love. You're good.
Nice. I like that. That's good. What do you do in prison? Like, I would love to be like a prison tattoo artist, but it's like you don't have an electric toothbrush. You're lucky you have a toothbrush.
That's true.
I think they use they're...
Like pins? But they wouldn't even give that to you.
Where do you get a pin?
They would melt down like old combs and then use that as the ink.
Yeah, the ink is old like plastic. I know that. But I don't know what the hell you do it with. I don't know.
I could talk to my mom's boyfriend. He has a weed leaf tattoo on his arm and then a skull.
Are they from prison?
It was from prison.
Nice.
So
You're scaring Mitch.
You're
never coming over
Oh,
again.
God.
I'll bring him over next time.
No,
All right.
absolutely not.
You can show us how to tattoo ourselves,
we can
guys.
do it live on the show.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get the toothbrush.
We'll do 2 ways, the prison style and then the homemade style.
Next time you come on the show, if you bring a gift, it has to be the supplies to make your own
that's a
tattoo.
good one.
We'll prepare it all here for you.
Yeah, exactly. We'll tape it up.
That'd be sweet, actually.
We used to play this game on the show, like when the first episodes were coming out, and every time we brought a guest on, we'd play this game called What Prison Job Do You Want? We played it with like every guest that came on, and most of the time they would get the right answer, because you kind of just got to think about it. And the game was basically, it's not a prison job. It's not like a sanctioned job from the prison. It's basically, what space are you going to occupy within the prison community?
So if you're a prisoner?
If you're a prisoner, are you going to be like the shank builder, you know?
I was going to be the lunch lady. Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy Joe's for you.
Then when someone finds a hair, you just do like, gotcha.
You.
Yeah. Because you run that shit. Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
Some old Sloppy Joe's.
Why is it that like the really scary white supremacist guy in the movies, they don't ever just make him the cafeteria lady, and then that would really bring down your cred? It's always like the really nerdy guy who's like snitch and
like,
stuff.
Was it Half Baked? Where the guy's like, he has his little squirrel in his pocket.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
he's
like,
Yeah.
and he
so
fights.
funny.
He does, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
They should like make the really scary guy, make him the, then everyone will be like,
But then he loses his cred. Like, he's
exactly.
the lunch lady now, and everyone's making fun of him.
But that's good. You want him to break that cred. You know what
But
I mean?
maybe he
True.
wants to build that cred up so no one fucks around with him. And if he's the lunch lady, he's like, I just lost.
Yeah, but they
everything.
have to make him the lunch lady. Like, he doesn't get to decide.
No, the thing, he comes into prison, he's this badass, he does the whole punch
And
the
everyone's
biggest
like,
guy on
"Alright."
the first day, and everyone's like, he's the kingpin, you
No,
know,
he's
that's
the
how it
kingpin.
runs. So then be like, if you're going to cause so much trouble in this prison, we're going to make you the
Kill us.
lunch lady, and then, you know, the day you wear a hairnet is the day you have no self-esteem.
That's true.
You know?
Or just give him
I
a
had
bar
to
of
do it.
soap with no rope on it.
Yeah.
Just drop
No
it every
rope.
time.
Just holding on to it for dear life, you know? Digging his fingers into it like, don't do it.
Just cut a hole in its
Yeah,
fingers.
basically just like
Brass
brass knuckles of soap. He's
There
like
you go.
rubbing them on themselves.
That'd be an awesome idea. Let's
Yeah, it
invent
is.
brass
Pitch that.
knuckle soap.
We can make
No
it
one
right
They
Yeah.
now.
totally
Drop it.
sell that at Miss Tiggy Winkle.
That's another gift you can bring me. Brass knuckles made of soap.
I'll try and we could totally
just
make
make it
that.
ourselves.
We
Just
could
use
totally
our-
make that.
Someone
Tattoo
made
gun
me
and-
right there the Fight Club soap. See above the clock? I don't know if you can see
Is
it.
that
Yeah.
real soap?
Yeah, it's real soap. And she carved Fight Club like into it.
You
You know,
said
like
fart club.
fart club. That's an
Oh,
awful
hey, we
club.
should start a fart club. I'm pretty good at
Yeah.
farting. And Amanda, you're pretty good. I think you're better than me.
I'm
Fart
awesome
club.
at farting.
And we'll give ourselves tattoos. And,
Yeah.
We'll fart and give ourselves
I'll be the
tattoos.
lunch lady.
Watch
Yeah.
Fight Club.
I forget now. I'm like, I know we've been going for a long time now,
You're
so
tired, I
I'm
think.
at that point. Which is crazy because we do like every once in a while we've done 10-hour shows where we do marathons from like 7 p.m. till 5 in the morning
No breaks?
or something like that. We take breaks like every hour for like 10 minutes, but it's more strict, and it's by the end of it there's
Yeah, it's
nothing.
just
It's
like-
it's a lot of people just going like, God, just
Can I leave now?
end it. Yeah, it's
I gotta
bad.
pee.
Exactly.
I don't
gotta
want to just
pee.
pee in the
Yeah. And like you can tell by the end of the night because it's always dudes, and then by the end of the night they're like, open the window. Like in here it's just like it's hot.
Sweat.
It's
You know, you go,
sweaty.
"Whew,
Everybody's
don't drop the soap in here.
So you need the knuckles.
Where are my knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was good. I want to thank you guys for coming down though, and like for everyone else who's on the show, Conrad, Matt. It was a good show. I am going to be back next week. Hopefully Brandon's down. I think he might be, I don't know, I haven't talked, I think he might be like visiting home or something like that. So
Oh,
it might
really?
be why he's not here.
Might be
It
one.
might be, or that,
It's
or,
turkey weekend.
yeah, it is.
You might be dead.
What are you guys
probably.
doing Thanksgiving? It's going to be a good time?
I got my brother's wedding
Yeah.
tomorrow, which is
Tomorrow.
going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then Sunday, I think,
Supper at your place.
with my family. Hopefully we'll do some turkey dance.
Yeah.
How about you? What are you
Pass, so-
Probably the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Wedding too?
yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a good
totally
time.
called
Wedding
it.
too.
We'll give
Crash
ourselves tattoos and we'll do the whole thing. I'll bring the soap knuckles. Yeah, now at this point I'm so done. That's it. That's it. If you want to join us on Facebook, get us on the group The Fingerbang Radio Show. Make sure to like Caketalk Productions on Facebook, as well as Matt Francis, who was here, his band Weird with Cats, who dropped from 81 to 51 on the Ottawa alternative music charts in like 2 days. Might have been 1 day, so that's even better. So that's great. We'll be giving you more information about when their CD is releasing and everything along those lines. And yeah, that's it. Well, the way we end the show, because you probably never listen. Oh my god. We do like what?
The Nardware thing?
No. No. What?
No.
We do goodbye, but we harmonize. So like I go really high, so we need someone to start with a low, like goodbye. We always do it, so we can't
Can I
not
do the
do
low
it.
one? Because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah. You want to go second?
What do I say? Bye?
Yeah.
Good?
Goodbye. No, I cut the mics. So thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to join us on Facebook, like all those things I was telling you about. Thanks, Amanda and Matt, for coming down, and Conrad and Matt for showing up. We'll see you next week on the Fingerbang Radio Show.
Goodbye.